contact at GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 20.
Wachi.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
It's a beautiful brand new day, and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. You're welcome.
Ghana Talks Radio,
headline review.
#1.
Right here, we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news, from business to politics, from sports to entertainment. We got you covered with the most relevant stories. And I am your host, Ruth Esinam Fiagbedu. Joining me this morning in the studio is Miss Deborah Adoso and Miss Regina Bless, who will be sharing their informed perspectives on national issues and every other issues that matter to you every morning. Good morning to you, lady in red, lady in black.
Good morning, lady in yellow or gold.
Curry.
This one is not yellow.
It's what?
Curry powder.
It's what?
No, it's good.
So I give options.
So this one is what?
But
Gold.
This
it's
one
the same thing.
is good.
Just that the one on your ears is brighter.
Yeah, I see it to be yellow there, but someone
It's
also
curry.
say it's curry,
I'm not funny, sir.
and I'm from in curry rice. Good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you?
Yeah, fine. I'm
I'm
fine.
good.
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God for such a bright morning. Some people slept and then they didn't wake up. But we bless God for His mercy and His favor. We are here this morning. Yet to hit the Calabasua. Jesus, thank you. We thank God. We thank God. Miss Regina, I see you are yawning. And someone told me that if you are yawning, it's actually two things.
Yeah.
It's either you are hungry or you are feeling sleepy.
You know, someone said he never knew that when you yawn, it means you are hungry.
Where?
Oh, mine is actually two things. I'm stressed and I'm also hungry.
Oh.
So for this morning I
Super
prepared my
cages.
breakfast.
Oh, hallelujah.
So the two of you prepared
So
breakfast.
well, she has already finished hers.
So you are yet to have
I'm
yours.
yet to
Oh,
have
so we are
mine.
still in the same soup.
Yeah.
That's fine. So what are you having for breakfast too? My ladies already have their breakfast sorted. Make sure you also get your breakfast. So as you're sipping your breakfast, let's feed you with some news. Right. Let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Cybersecurity Authority proposes ban on minors accessing adult content site. The Cybersecurity Authority has proposed a new policy to stop children under 18 from accessing adult content websites in Ghana. The aim is to better protect minors from sexually explicit online materials. Under the proposal, internet service providers and telecom companies will be required to block adult years old. One of the methods being considered is age verification using the Ghana card, which would confirm a user's age through the National Identification Authority database. The Minister for Communications, Samonathi George, says the current system used by adult websites, where users simply click "I am 18," does not work and allows children to bypass restrictions easily. He believes exposure to such content distracts young people and negatively affects their development. Before the policy can take effect, it must be approved by Cabinet. If approved, the CSA will have the authority to enforce strict age checking rules nationwide. Government officials says the discussions are also ongoing about how to better regulate children's access to harmful content on social media and the internet in general. So the policy targets online children protection, and age verification may be used using the Ghana card. That means that when you go on the internet and you want to access adult content, you'll be asked to verify your age using your Ghana card. And telecoms companies and ISPs will be responsible for the enforcement. And the proposal is still under review and is not yet backed by law, or is not yet gazetted into a law. And broader concerns include social media distraction and harmful online content for minors. Would you say that Sam George is Georgian? Or he's jobbing?
He's judging.
He's Georgian. What do you make of this initiative or this policy they are bringing on board?
It's one of the best for me. It's good. Because sometimes I wish there are requirements when you are accessing social media portals like TikTok, Facebook, where they should ask you your age. So let's take Australia and France, for instance. They've been a ban on social media from below 16 years, 60 years and below. You can't access social media. When you are being caught, you pay 33 million. So, then go and do it. So they banned them from accessing social media. That's from 16 years and below. And then other countries like Denmark are also planning to put a ban or place a ban on social media, and that will be starting next year, January. So it should tell us that social media is doing more harm than good to children of nowadays. So that is why we have a lot of them failing their papers. You waste almost 24 hours of your day on social media. What at all do you gain?
Oh, exactly.
You don't even study. And social media is kind of enticing and attracting. Sometimes you come across a video and how interesting it is, you want to watch. It's more interesting than what you saw earlier. Now you can't Twitter is very bad. You come across nude videos, nude pictures, things that you feel like this is absurd. It shouldn't be posted on social media. But in social media, until you cannot tell someone what to post. So wow with data. And I will scroll, miss my posting my dear. So when it pops up on your phone, you wouldn't blame me. So I feel like there should be a ban. When there is a ban, and then through Ghana card, right? They ask you for requirements. You can even lie that you are 20 years, but your Ghana card will obey you. Your Ghana card will betray you because your age and everything was set using the Ghana card. So if you say you are 20 years and then you enter your PIN and everything, and then they can access your data and they realize that you said you are 20 years, but that is not the data they are being provided with, then it means you are lying. So when there is ban, it's like you restricting this youth from social media, from the bad or negative aspect of social media, and they help them to focus on their studies. For now, no, I compare them on social media. So I remember those times. I started using phone when I completed senior high school. Yes, my dad wouldn't even allow you to use. It was even young. It was even I remember Payam. If you come home and you want to do research or something, my dad would tell you to use the PC. Or not the phone come from out. He would tell you to use the PC. In a way, he would tell you that he's trying to teach you how to also manipulate the PC into also And they just say be funny a bit difficult and stuff. Then maybe you allow you to use the phone or maybe guide you through that. So after senior high school, and I started using phone, it was my dad who bought me that phone. He promised me that when I get some way, he will buy me the phone. I mean, to say I need the phone, so I have to get it, bend the night and hear me. And I can't remember those times our English teacher would tell us that stop using phones, because when you are using phone, even sometimes it affects how to put sentences together and how to speak English. Someone wouldn't understand, but see, when you're typing something on social media like WhatsApp, so let's say you are typing sycophant. Obo SYC or then psychomfort, you don't finish typing it, so they give you a complete of that sentence. But in a normal way, you can just sit down and try writing it yourself. So since they do that, account team. So sometimes you don't even know how to spell the words because you know that WhatsApp there or other social media also as a type here, they give
the dictionary
you
gives
it gives it to you
automatically.
So our madam used to tell us that don't a man in cow try to do away with that and then read more, write on your own. It's like it helps you build yourself up. So
that thing really happens because if I want to write something and I can't spell it, and you say like I cannot spell it,
but you want to be sure.
I'm just feeling lazy to type in the whole thing, so I'll just maybe convenience. I'll just type CON. I'm like okay.
Then what was you get it?
Then you get it.
So I feel like banning it is very good. I remember those times madam said we should write a essay, we should add spices. The spices has to do with maybe proverbs, adding chips in proverbs and make it message no more go for to try and one. And she was like it's all as a result of that. Those time Facebook became consistent since I think 2012 13 14 15 16 ban. And then you see people posting pictures and all that. Concentration as I say diverted from studies to social media. So I feel like when we ban it, it's cool. See, today you feel like you're how, but when you get there, you even appreciate those authorities that sat down and then ban the use of social media as at that age. Because see, sometimes you pop your phone, you open your phone, that will be to nakedness. I'll be down for
sometimes to their ads.
Yes.
And I wonder why they allow these companies just place an ad just like that, as to whether if it's a child that is handling the phone or something, like it just pops up.
They will, because they are only in for their money. So imagine you are sitting with your dad, what they are there channel, you are not watching anything, and that thing pop up. Like explain it.
How will you explain it?
How will you explain it?
I know evidence.
You get it.
The thing is already on your phone. So I think this initiative from
it's good.
Cyber security
is good. It's good.
St. George
is good.
Sector is a good one right there.
I just hope that they will implement it and sustain it.
Yes, and sustain it. It's a good one. St. George is jobbing. Miss Gina? Yeah. What can you say to this policy?
Okay. So I would say the policy is a great one. Ban on minors accessing adult content sites. I think just recently our education minister made mention of students using the laptop they gave to them to learn to watch porno and all that. And it's a very bad thing. But one thing I know for sure is we have accessories or we have gadgets or phones designed purposely for education purpose only. You can't aside the apps on the phone, you can't download any apps, you can't access any other website aside what is on the phone or what has been given to you. So I don't know why they would go as far as giving these kids proper laptops and proper maybe phones and all that. I don't know if you've noticed that tablets, it's a tab designed in you can some of the toys to make it attractive, and it's for kids. When you take that tab, the only thing you see is toys. That is how the phone has been designed. So I think the first step they have to do is to make sure that these kids they design a phone particularly for them like that. But yeah, Ghana maybe now phone is tough phone for farm to do whatever they want to do with it. So the sites they are talking about, I think is a good thing, but how well can they implement it? You know, kids have a way ebiana mechanism that it's not only one site in Ghana, it's not only one site worldwide. When you go to X particular, you don't want to concentrate on such materials, but it pops up or it comes to you themselves. I thought that, as Debbie was saying, you'll be going through something or you'll be going through something, then a naked person video would pop up. Or even on TikTok, they even talk about it. For TikTok, you can't post it, but they'll just take a picture, put it use it as you can say overlay on their video, and they'll be talking about it. You see this video, you tap on my bio, the link is there, go and watch it. And so I say we'll put all the necessary measures in place to make sure that these kids do not have access to it. But what of other options? We have Facebook now put there, they have the free will to post whatever they want there. We have X, Instagram na make say bia omo nsha dan post sanyama, but the king kong of it all is Telegram. Dangerous, very dangerous. Telegram put their phone, go to the search bar and just type Pono. They'll give you a lot of options, and you can sometimes be there and they'll just add you to search groups.
Like ask me if I want to join.
Exactly.
You know what they do. You just add me.
First nanka they can't ask you, but now you can go to your settings and change it because now the apps have been upgraded.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that they want to ban minors from accessing adult content sites. But the question is, how well would they implement it? It is not only one site available. There are a lot of sites and other options available. And people, let's use Daisy Melanin for example. This young lady in the video popping up sleeping with almost I think 6 or 8 guys. She has a free you can't say, she has an adult website where she posts such things, and when she posts it, she just posts a short video of it on her X page, then she'll attach the link, tap on it and go and watch everything there.
And you see people tapping.
And
going. But these people that indulge in this activity, is there not anything like we can actually do to them for them even posting it online?
Maybe say Bagana had ya, maybe they can do something. It's
but
all
is she a
about
Ghanaian?
No, she's not a Ghanaian.
Okay.
I think they say she's a Nigerian or something. I think when it comes to every country has their rules, and most of these things are really rampant in the Western country. I'm so who schools a day, because I saw a video where one young lady was on TikTok and she was asking her mom because people were doubting the kind of job she was doing, and she asked her mom, "Mommy, what work do I do?" She said, "You're an adult content creator."
And the mom is okay with it.
They are okay.
They are okay with it. Because tell me why an adult will be sleeping with a young child, 16, 15, and they will take a video and post it online. So in our African culture, no, it is not allowed. We don't know that. That is not recognized. So maybe they can set a rule say anyone who indulge in that, who would use adult content creating as a job, can be sanctioned or can be jailed.
Yeah.
You can't go to the Arab country and do that.
No
They
way.
couldn't credit that.
Dubai, they'll kill you. You can't do that. So we can also implement that. So at the end of the day, wow, you bet you saw by yes I didn't know, you bet much want to. But be someone who say, eh, Biana, my coach, Omuko do high, best service.
Usually the laws will work.
But these laws, should it be for just social media?
No.
Because I feel like there are other places that kids are not, or minors are not even supposed to be there.
go, yeah,
but
like
they are
clubs.
They are there.
there.
Some
People
programs.
Yeah.
So recently there was a program that I don't know whether it's Rep Your JC, Rep Deben, and they were going there. And so when I saw a video and I saw like young youth, and the place was overcrowded. Just say the main venue was overcrowded. In Kofaji, everyone said from this street, sa ekopie the other side to where the kenke seller is.
Hey.
And you see like young students, so let's say maybe 16, 17, who compare them with her.
Rep
As at
your
that
JC.
time, Rep Your JC. So I don't like it's Rep your JC, but it entails a lot. It's not only about you coming to Rep Your JC, like having fun, bringing someone along, doing your things, you get it. And then Monday you go to school, Sunday, as at that time, like 8, 9, now it's as day. So I think these clubs and those things, there should be a restriction. That is why even in Sakura Kotoa, you see 18 years and above.
Yeah.
So there is even on alcohol drinks, there are restrictions on it. Into 18 years and above. You can't take it if you're not 18 years and above. So I think even some movies, before you start watching it, there is a caution that 18 plus.
Sometimes parental guidance
Before they show the movie. So I feel like there should be rules, as you said, laws governing all this. If you are coming up with a club or something, the laws are there. So you ensure that the people coming into your clubs are above 18 years. When you're coming, you present your Ghana card. There is a system, digital system. What the shame now you're 18 years. The system should be able to identify that you are 18 years. If you're a minor, the system should be able to identify that you're a minor. This is Ghana. This is not USA.
Yeah,
so we cannot enforce things that is beyond us.
You know, even with this is Ghana, even not being USA. No, you know USA or the other Western countries, particularly if you watch their minor movies or high school movies. As someone who is in the college, I think college is university here in Ghana.
Yeah, but their college has to do with senior high school.
When we college and senior high school, want to make one shop so if you want to buy inside there, you have to bring your ID card for them to check your age.
Yes.
Before they sell it.
To you.
Even if you are watching their college movies, it's not too much profane. It is about agro or time this person here there, this person, but you
bullying
don't.
And
you don't
stuff.
see so much profane like the other people.
Yeah.
And just recently, a story that popped up: Zimbabwe, a 33-year teacher being arrested for sleeping with a 16-year-old. I don't know if you saw the story.
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right. Let's move on. Reject candidates who insult and disrespect women. Adjoa Safo warns NPP delegates. Former Dome Kwabenya MP Sarah Adjoa Safo has warned new Patriotic Party delegates to be careful about the kind of leaders they choose, saying candidates who insult and disrespect women risk costing the party election. She said political language matters, especially in a country where women from a larger part of the voting has a larger population. Her comments were directed at NPP flag bearer hopeful Kennedy Ohene Ejapong, whom she accused of repeatedly using abusive language against women, including herself. Adjoa Safo recounted several instances where she says Mr. Ejapong publicly insulted her, describing the attacks as unfair, personal, and damaging. She questioned how women would be motivated to vote for a candidate who openly insults them and warned that such behavior could easily be used by political opponents against the party during campaigns. According to her, Insulting or ignoring, according to her, ignoring a candidate's past conduct may come back to haunt the party at the polls, especially in closely contested election. Ajasafo urged delegates to vote responsibly and consider the wider electoral consequences of endorsing candidates whose public conduct undermines respect for women. This is like a bomb, or this is like a blow to the candidates, Kennedy Japan. But if you are campaigning, do you think this is how you should go about with your campaign? That don't vote for somebody who insults women and then all of that. For me, I feel there's a better way to, like do such campaigns rather than, calling the people out. Because if he comes back at you, it's going to be...
He will definitely come back, but that will be after the election.
You think that will be after the election?
Yes, that will be
and that is
after
going to cause another form of division in that party. Can that party actually unite at all?
Never.
Right.
They can't. They can only unite when they understand each other and forgo their personal sentiment. But if not, then I'm sorry, maybe till Jesus comes. Because they can pretend they are united, but they are not. So a party who hosted a big program, what was the name of the program again, Regina? It's like I've forgotten.
National
Delegates Conference.
Yes.
Hey, then sat here, then we work with radio, so no, I can't wait. Now we like, what is that? As a party, automatically you're a family. So definitely there are differences. Then you forge forward for the progress of the party. But after that, when you go back and then what are you trying to do? You are promoting division. So I just Safo, she's right, but is she realizing this now? You know this person for long. You've been in the party with Kennedy Japan. You were in the party with Kennedy Japan when you went to start on television accusing people, calling people to beat Ahmed Suale, calling people names, sitting down insulting prominent people's wife. And the one who's Swanka. Now you realize that he is not a good leader. And so they shouldn't vote for him. If you feel like when Kennedy Japan becomes the flag bearer of the MPP, it's going to affect you, that is your problem.
That's actually your personal problem.
It's your personal problem.
That shouldn't even concern the delegates.
No.
Why then do you even have to come
out? Because where I work what do you want to share Kennedy Japan enum? Yesterday I was watching an interview with Kennedy Japan on UTV, and then he was being interviewed. Also news on he wants to focus, and you see, I was telling Regina that this man for the past few months he has comported himself seriously.
That should tell you
that
if he was going to come back, he will come back harder.
This man, and I know definitely he is going to win. I know he's going to win the primaries. Yes. For us or next year, so Kennedy Japan, he will win. If he doesn't win, then he win. It's true. Sure? If the election should be fair.
Based on what?
If the election should be fair, Kennedy will win. Kennedy will win the flag bearer, the flag bearer of the MPP. So they know what they've seen and they know what is coming up. But if you come out to tell us that, or maybe preach to your people, because definitely it is within the MPP party that are going to vote for their flag bearer. So if you tell them that don't vote for Kennedy Japan, where's your campaign message? Don't vote for Kennedy Japan because move vote mana. Your life is at stake. That is between you and Kennedy Japan.
The political career is at stake.
It's at stake, sister. So then it means you know what you are doing.
Kennedy Japan doesn't do family and friends.
But what is family?
Even in a way, he's even promoting him.
Yes, you
because
are.
Because a politician who doesn't do family and friends.
It's actually credible.
Yes. Credible. And that is why they are not progressing. No? Family, yeah. So if the person is doing the wrong thing, won't mean can't is on job because or my family. Won't mean can't on job because the person is closer to me. Like, what is that?
And she's back with violence.
That you see what you are doing. You are giving. I'm sure Kennedy Japan will just be sitting and be laughing. You know that man.
You are even giving him popularity.
When he's coming to bite you harder. You feel it. That is how he is. And even yesterday, when you watch the interview, you consider the man he's paid, because per what he's saying, it's like he has sacrificed in the party, helped the party, helped people, even when he was stabbed at the back. I said 2023, their internal primaries before Baumia won. It wasn't easy. people were beaten. Kennedy Japan. That was when he said he would he would give former president Akufo-Addo a showdown. He would give Bawumia a showdown, because we saw instances where his representatives were beaten.
But just let's put all jokes aside. Just imagine Kennedy Japan as your president.
President, he won't become, but he will become a flag bearer for the NPP. For president, maybe he will become a president, but yes, he said the next 30 years.
Because looking at this
no,
attitude.
No. President in Ghana bad thing, but he can win the primaries within his party. And that is a real. And that is a real election, no money win. And why Ghana has gotten to be real must bear them, because they say Biania break or what county and any Yejinahobi or beyond that. So I just say real mumao. See, if you have the intention of becoming a leader, you have to start it even from the grassroots. Your conduct, how you carry yourself, how you talk. I'm sure if he knew he will stand, he will one day be what's the name? Should I say struggling to contest as a flag bearer, or has that intention of becoming a president? Because because you cannot come and sit, or because you owe a station, because he owns a station. Netu. You cannot go and sit and then talk anyhow. No. Come in despite owns UTV. How many times have you heard him on radio?
Has he even been interviewed?
Debut. You even hear of
him. The man is busy going about his business.
Very, very busy. Whether MPP comes on board, he works with you. Whether NDC comes on board, he works with you, because any business now here. We also have a lot of politicians who owns big stations, but I want your mankada, because they don't want to buttress their work, their business with politics. So when you come and meet me personally, we do our politics. That is it. But now Kennedy Japan says, what he has done in the past is coming back to haunt him. He did it. He didn't actually caution himself, and then he did that. So he feels like he was the boss. Oh yeah, and also the bed like boss glass. And then no. But with Ajasa for that wasn't necessary.
That wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary. Miss Gina, do you think there was a better way Ajasa could have actually communicated this, rather than bedroom? That's how they call it, right?
Yeah.
Say Obejina bedroom, and then just say something like this.
Okay, so my personal opinion, I would say there's no better way for her to communicate. Instead of communicating and one,
because it's a campaign.
It's a campaign,
right.
And politics is a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
All they know is saying things to hurt each other, saying things to make sure that the other party people vote in their favor. It's a crime bia some befaso and making sure that the other party or the other opponent wouldn't win. That is what they would do. If they are supposed to stoop low to disgrace themselves, they would have to do it. So politicians put their mama semun put their yanka. Omo yeah chobeka kunhu no mujine no mo stress yo. Now, looking at what she said, that people should not vote for Kennedy Japan because he doesn't respect women and he insults women. When we talk about leadership entails a lot. And looking at the fact that he wants to be president, it really entails a lot. If he becomes president, people would think that it's normal for others to insult women, especially coming from a man. And considering the fact that in Ghana here we always preach about gender equality. So people would think that it's normal for a man or a guy or a boy or whatever to just wake up and start insulting women. And looking at women ourselves, we are I would say that when God created us, should I use we are a weaker version. Yes, we are a weaker version. No matter how strong we think we are a weaker version. Say Berman your beige now, you know that this is a man, this is a woman. But that doesn't give the right to men to disrespect women. And women, if you study, women really take things to heart. So if 90% of women want to vote for Kennedy Japan, ebia no more mure feed their Kennedy and on be vote no. But me say, and ya dem vote ama Kennedy Japan. Because I'm a woman and I support women. I wouldn't vote for someone who would come in power and destroy the legacy of women and insult women and disrespect women in public, not even in private, or in public. All this counts. So aside he insulting women, look at the things he sat on national television to say. And to young for women, if you want to be president, if you want to be a leader, there are certain things you should not talk about. You should not say.
Yeah.
President John Dramani Mahama, Opeka say Ghanaians have short memory. She said they omudi na them. Omudi na them ankasa. When we say Ghanaians, we have short memory and kayade. But it wasn't right for him to say that. And for that we agree. And to which say when you want to be a leader, it comes with a whole lot of morals.
Yeah, a lot of morals.
It comes with a whole lot of morals. And yes, I was sorry, you just because of politics, okay, some no pain, and that is it. We would vote for you. No, as she's saying, we need Obewini because we are seeing that he's leading. Aside 5 muni na se ono na all yard ye. Nti e bia na
better than Baumia.
oh. He's doing what? But obedi president no. And only asem. A bedding.
Right. Let's move to our last story. Unpaid nurses and midwives threatened strike over 11 months arrears. More than 6,000 nurses and midwives across Ghana say they may go on strike if government fails to pay their salary arrears, which have accumulated to about 11 months. Members of the Coalition of Unpaid Nurses and Midwives say some of them have been paid only 1 month since they started work in December 2024, while about 300 have not been paid at all. They accuse the Ministry of Health of making promises that have not been fulfilled. According to the group, they were assured that a clear payment plan will be announced after the November salary was paid, but nothing has happened so far. Speaking at a press conference in Ejiso, the nurses described severe hardship, including inability to pay rent, severe hardship, challenges, and family stress. One nurse said he sometimes walks home from work because he cannot afford transport fare. The group says they are not asking for more promises, but want their full arrears paid immediately. They warn that failure to act could lead to a nationwide strike, which may disrupt healthcare delivery across the country. The nurses are threatening to go on a strike again because they haven't been paid for 11 months. They've been paid, some people have been paid for just 1 month, that was in December, and the rest, they haven't been paid. Some can't even pay their rent. Some can't even afford transport fare. When they get to work, they have to walk with their like a Benz. This baby. I know we were here. These people went on a strike the first time. And then they told them that, oh, don't worry. The budget's ready, we will come to your aid. Now they are threatening to go on a strike. And you know how difficult it becomes when nurses go on strike. Yes, people lose their life.
Yeah.
Do you think they should stay at work or they should go on a strike?
This question is very, very tough because
people's life are in your hands.
People's life are in your hands. But the truth is, the nurse is she's also a human. He is also a human. Tell me how you feel when you don't eat. The whole day, how do you feel? Don't you feel dizzy?
I feel hot.
You feel like collapsing. All of a sudden, yes, you feel like you are sick.
Yeah.
Like everything annoys you. You don't feel like talking. That is it. But when you look at the nurse, whatever they do is very sensitive. So a nurse who is hungry, a nurse who is not comfortable, how do you expect this person to work and work well? And that is why I don't really blame most of them when you see them at the hospital shouting, although some of them, that is their nature. When you see them shouting, and then where they are not even supposed to inject you, they go as far as injecting you at that place, and then ending up crippling you as a human. So you see, what they do, they save lives. So if you have people that saves life, what do? We put their comfortability first. We ensure that they are being paid. We ensure that they are being comfortable. When they have sound mind, everything goes on smoothly for you. When you come to work, you come with smile. You come with happiness. Whatever you do with from within.
Yeah.
But when you are working and you are not being paid, you come to work and then as if you are being forced. And then you end up not putting up your best, because you feel like even if you put up your best, the government doesn't recognize you, and that is very, very painful. I don't want to talk this on a political lens. What we are saying is that whether somebody is supposed to do that and the person didn't do, and the person is out and another person is in, now I say upon that dana train you are powerful from. So what do? These people needs to be catered for. How will you feel? You are working, everybody knows you are working, and you can't account for what you are working for. You wear uniform every day, you go to work, and they know that you are a nurse. People think you are receiving massive amounts of money. And then within 2 weeks, at the end of the month, or 1 week, you are calling people to borrow money. How would they even see you? It doesn't speak well. You get it? Yeah. So I feel like the government should key to their cause, because passion, as we said, will not put food on your table. Passion will not pay your transport. Exactly. Passion will not pay your rent. So they have passion for the work. They are doing it. But there are certain things that will also push them to do more. And that has to do with you paying them. The service they are giving is not free. It's exchange. They give out their service, and then in return you also pay them back, because the life they are living is equally not free. Maybe or otua rent. So they do all this. So it's not free. Imagine we live in a free Ghana. You don't pay for food, you don't pay for rent. Whether you pay me or not is not enough of my business. All I know is that I'm working. Yeah, because even at the end of the day, I'll still feed. But when you don't pay me, how do you expect me to survive? Right. So please.
The government should come to their aid. Briefly, Miss Virginia.
Briefly. So, the government should come to their aid. Yeah. Yes, the government should come to their aid.
Like you're done.
Yeah, you said briefly. Okay, so no one would see. The last time when the guests came, they were having a conversation in regards to I think doctors not wanting to be posted to some of the rural areas. Yes. And someone was talking about passion. But you can't deal with passion alone. Passion alone can't foot your bills. Passion alone can't put food on your table. Passion alone can't help you feed your family. Yes. Imagine I'm not being paid, and then I wake up each and every day say me nanti fifia beige. My day money me jai. Me nyakra. And looking at the health sector, every second, every minute, every hour, people need these health practitioners, because if these people are not available, automatically we are dead. So how can a nurse be going to work the whole of 1 year and you are not paying these people? It is sad. So please, we plead on the government. Each and every time I strike because and yet teachers are a nurse for. Please, we beg. They should. It's becoming too much. These two people.
Yes. Is it that they don't regard them or what?
No.
They are the most important.
They don't even employ them. I feel like they are too much in the system.
They are too much.
They are too much.
If better still, closely all the nursing schools. Now,
they
should
too
just
much.
dispose them.
So they should close.
Because if you listen to the demonstrators, most of them are complaining. If you go to some constituencies, they don't have health practitioners, but we have health practitioners that have completed and they are in the house. So if you feel like they are too much, and make other professions easy to access, so that they can also have their way through. It shouldn't be for a class of people.
Yesterday, environmental sanitation
also
on strike. Yes. They've not employed them since 2021.
Imagine
2021
frustration more than that.
Now they are coming to pour their frustration on a new administration. Why won't they use one
No,
year to clear mess?
they will pour their grievances on them because even during the campaign season, most of them voted for this administration because they
wanted
had to know
yeah.
that on the employer almost. So if you come and
Okay.
you don't fulfill it, and the way I'm disappointed,
So if that is the case, then the government should do something about it because, Charlie, the strike, is becoming unbecoming.
Too much.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us in the news. Headline will be up next. We have Today in History.
Today in history, South Africa's Day of Reconciliation. This day is observed in South Africa as the Day of Reconciliation, a national public holiday aimed at promoting unity and social cohesion. After apartheid, it commemorates diverse historical events that once divided the country and now symbolically bringing people together in pursuit of peace. 1838 Battle of Blood River. The Battle of Blood River took place between Voortrekkers and Zulu warriors. The Voortrekkers, having taken a vow before battle, defeated a much larger Zulu force. This event became historically significant in South Africa, first as Dingani's Day and later Day of the Vow. Formation of Umkhonto weSizwe. The African National Congress Armed Wing, Umkhonto weSizwe, MK, meaning Spear of the Nation, was launched. This marked a key shift toward armed resistance against apartheid, following the limitations of passive protest after events like the Sharpeville massacre. To some few observances, National Chocolate-Covered Anything Day, encouraging people to dip all sorts of foods, fruits, pretzels, cookies, even savory items in chocolates for fun, creative treats. It's a day for culinary experimentation with the goal of discovering new favorite sweet or savory combinations, from simple chocolate-covered strawberries to more adventurous pairings like chips or spicy snacks. Lastly, Stupid Toy Day, dedicated to reminiscing about silly childhood toys, embracing creativity with simple play like sticks or boxes, and appreciating the fun of play without needing fancy gadgets. It's a day for nostalgic fun, perhaps identifying the dumbest toy you ever got and finding joy in simple things. Then times we normally play with tin kunko. Na ye boom krowom. Yeah, so this is the day for us to remember that. Hey, labu labu, there's expensive toy.
Those times labu wasn't that expensive.
Really, labu labu was in existence.
That labu toy, how cute is it?
Hey, it's expensive.
Hey,
That toy is scary.
Hey.
labu is scary.
It's scary.
Labu.
You wake up and labu is on your bed.
But who gave it that name? The name is very funny.
So that's all for today in history and some observances live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History and some observances of the day. Don't go and buy labu labu.
I'll buy it.
Miss Debbie.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Mike Okoye, has cautioned that rising political polarization is weakening national cohesion and eroding public confidence in the rule of law. In an interview, he said the country has become overly divided along partisan lines, stressing the need for a conscious national effort to reverse the trend and rebuild unity. He He observed that many issues which ought to be addressed strictly within the framework of the law are instead treated as political contest, a situation he described as unhealthy for democratic governance. Ghana is too polarized. Some people must sit and have an agenda on how to deal with the polarization and forge national cohesion. According to him, the tendency to politicize legal matters undermines the very foundation of justice and accountability. He argued that addressing the challenge requires the involvement of seasoned leaders who have held public office and understand the long-term consequences of deep political division. He also lamented that activities which once united Ghanaians across political lines no longer serve as common grounds, reflecting the depth of the divisions. He further called for a more inclusive political structure that allows different groups to participate meaningfully, warning that exclusion could breed frustration and repression within political process, ultimately undermining national unity. So this is from former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Mike Okwe. He's saying that partisanship is threatening Ghana's unity, and he's right. You know, we tend to politicize everything, matters of national concern that needs urgent attention. We don't really pay attention to it, and then we end up buttressing it with politics. And anytime we start with that, we don't see the tail end of that situation, especially issues that has to do with court or maybe the law. So imagine a person has, so let me just use corruption for instance. A person has stole from the state, or maybe you went in to deliberate on matters, taking an amount of money, and then at the end of it, we don't get to see what you've used the money for, and then this issue has been sent to court. Instead of us to follow the law, this is what the law states. If this amount of money is supposed to be used in building hospitals, and then it has not been used for its intended purpose, we look into it, what happened, what caused that, and then we find out that this person who was supposed to lead the project and ensure that the hospitals are well built didn't do his work. Okay, now what is the law stating? The law is stating that whoever is in charge of that project and couldn't accomplish that project, what the person has taken money, needs to be taken on, and these are the punishment the person is supposed to receive. We don't do it. Then you see this political party, political A, coming in to say that you are not supposed to do this, is wrong. Then political party B also come in and tell you that you don't do this. When we were in power, we didn't arrest your people, so you have no right to do that. And then the only thing we get to see is they keep adjourning the case. They will adjourn the case to 10th January, then to February, to March, April, May, June, and then till the next year. And then they kept on prolonging the process, something that needs to be executed within a period of time, a period of days, a period of weeks, will take years. And then when they realize that the people are fed up, then the case dies. The person will not be arrested, the person will not be questioned, he or she will not be held accountable, no punishments for the person, and then the person is allowed to go scot-free. And then when a commoner, a common citizen, go to steal something, goes to steal a fowl, the person will be jailed. The person will be jailed. Just yesterday, DC was arrested for engaging in illegal mining. You'll be shocked to realize that he was sentenced 8 days. 8 days. 8 days. How can you sentence someone for 8 days for involving or engaging in an activity we termed as a killer? In an activity that have killed a lot of people, that have destroyed our water bodies, destroyed our forest reserves, and then you go to jail the person 8 days. And within a twinkle of an eye, he has been granted bail of 20 million. He has been granted bail. And this is what we call the great loss of the land. this is what we call the laws are working. No. This is a total deviation from the laws because we are not working according to that. I believe we have laws that govern all this. We have laws that govern our forest reserves. We have laws that govern our water bodies. So if somebody is engaged in it, what do you do? You work according to the law. And because it has to do with political party, he belongs to this political party, and so we have to stand in for him. And then a person is engaged in galamsey, you sentence the person for 8 days. Okay, then it's better you don't even sentence the person. Then a common citizen will go and sell fowl, plantain, onion, and then you jail that person 20 years, 15 years, 16 years. Whilst the real thieves are walking about freely. And because we chip in politics, partisanship, this kind of partisanship, demonic partisanship relations, and then we've pushed back the laws. The laws are only in favor of the rich. The laws are not in favor of the poor. The laws are in favor of politicians. The laws are not in favor of non-politicians. The law are in favor of people that can present huge sum of money to you, and the laws are not in favor of people who do not have that money. And that is why people do no longer even have trust in our court. No, they don't. They don't have trust in our judicial system. They don't. Because imagine you being threatened or somebody causing havoc to a member of your family, and then the case has been presented to court. They won't deal with the matter, but you are paying them. And when the person gets tired, but when a politician gets an issue, within a twinkle of an eye, it's being solved. Why? And this is not coming from me. This is coming from Professor Michael Quay, former Speaker of Parliament. This man is a well-respected figure. If he is saying this, then you should understand how far partisanship, political partisanship, has had a negative impact on us. And this has caused division. Division because even if a party is bringing something on board and is going to favor the whole country, the other party is saying no. No, because but you've forgotten that it is in the progress of the country. If party A is bringing something on board, it is party A that is bringing it on board, but it's going to favor the whole country. All of us are going to benefit from it. Whether it's party A, whether it's party B, you benefit from it. But because it's not your party that is bringing it on board, and then these have caused massive division. The most saddest aspect of it is when you get down to the low level, that you meet people who do not have relations with these politicians, fighting themselves, insulting themselves, using all manner of words because of politics. You are fighting your neighbor because of a politician who does not even know your surname, who do not even give you money to buy porridge every morning. You feed yourself. That same politicians are making things so difficult for you, but you get on grounds and then you're fighting for them. They don't even know you. They don't even know you exist. And this is causing division. The earlier we realize this, the better for us, because it's causing massive division and it's causing delay in the progress of the country and in the development. Other countries also deal with this, but they are making it so. Why is it that when it comes to Ghana here, the politics, they just say they are jarring here, they are winning. We can't do away with it. Someone is doing something very bad, and the person needs to be dealt with the law. What's it that okapati won't and even if the people are telling you that it is bad, we are not supposed to do it, you are still backing the person because the person belongs to your cohort and you want to support the person, knowing fully well that what the person is doing is wrong. Please, we need to sit up as a country. We need to do away with politics. The politics is there just to help us in a way that, yes, we have a party that maybe will come and help us bringing up development. We have all the parties. When it has to do with your party matters or affairs, is different. When it has to do with the development of the country, you do away with politics and then you bring the development. Because at the end of it, your daughter will benefit, I will also benefit, everybody will benefit in the country. Thank you for making time with me on the scale.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that girl. And thank you too for joining us in the first segment of the Ghana Talks Radio. We'll be coming up on the news shortly. Please stay and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries,
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news update on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, unemployed environmental health officers and assistants demand action from government. Interior Minister cautions drug peddlers to cease activities or face consequences. Local Assembly launches large-scale land reclamation effort. 2 suspects nabbed for robbery, murder of 28-year-old woman in the Ashanti region. Kaswa Winiba highway workers protest over poor condition of services. These and many more coming up your way shortly. The General Secretary of Unemployed Environmental Health Officers and Assistant, Fred Atinga, has delivered a petition to the Ministry of Finance calling for urgent action to address pleas faced by members who have been jobless for over 5 years. According to him, government should prioritize formalizing their roles and securing jobs for unemployed officers. The petition highlights the difficulties faced by these professionals who have acquired skills and expertise yet to be absorbed into the system. The Ministry of Finance has been urged to expedite the process of addressing the concerns of the unemployed environmental health officers, providing them with the necessary support to contribute to the country's development.
Honorables, I see my colleagues behind me as a leader of this union. I am in front here not because I wish to travel all the way from Boga to this place just to make noise and go, but to have an impact or effect on our postings or clearance. Yes. We duly recognize your efforts, but your efforts is not enough as we wish for the past 5 years. Sir, even in school, we know you are the director and you direct things. We know the posting doesn't only lie on the hands of the minister, but the influence of the PR and all the management that are under you as director. We wish this letter, this petition that we are sending to local government, we are giving you a copy because you are a figure. The ministry is a figure in this thing. If the ministry doesn't give us financial clearance, we won't go. So we are saying that I have been to this place 5 times. I have been to Ministry of Water and Sanitation 7 times. I have been to local government 8 times. All the way from Upper East, a community called Zoko, and I've traveled all the way there, from there to this place. It is not about the money, but it's about the rich. All my colleagues also traveled all the way from far places. We wish you give this letter or petition attention that it is due and clear us, post us, because we are your children. When we are suffering, you are equally suffering. So government needs us. This morning we did a check. When we go to Bodi district, we have 7 environmental health officers. Chetimans have 36. When you go to some places, 4. Bongo less than 10. Yeah, they say the job is not there, but the job is ready. So please, our jobs as environmental health officers and assistants, occupational therapists, occupational health and safety are being, the job no are being. So we are saying that it is being cooked, boiled, and it is ready to be eaten. So give us, please give us our clearance for us to be posted to our various places to support Ghanaians with the knowledge we have, not only on the salary that we are demonstrating today. Thank you, sir. And thank you.
Minister of Interior Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak has issued a stern caution to individuals involved in drug peddling. He urged them to stop the activities or face the full force of the law. Speaking at the Gonja Community's Damba Festival in the Ashanti region, Mubarak reaffirmed the government's commitment to combating drug abuse.
The movie, we are told so say, yeah, the die ton. Yes, we are so we are told so say. Why I no move fast with beer, the betty Simona, yet the more from the council. Our son, young Bonnie, so I perform my mamma. A bego so aye. And yet the cocoa, yeah, and they say, wow, would you say, what on the Bonnie? Say red redo, tramadol, view, bukino, jai. Because we can't yet to know. I have a more pammy. And the moment bread say moon jai toa. Yes, we enjoy me cut to our way, pam was a beba chimo. It's any day a day of home so far. Now I can assure you, say, Yakochiwa, and go say, oh. Interior Mesa, Mimia, we in the Animas and Yenim, a Chua, a do a farmer panso. The more you do my attitude, why I do a more ever. A idea, a bet now, I might save you, never can crabby. I say, or mine, sell more pets, security, security, nay, to her air home, say, or more the woman yet, or more pet. Now, Bruno, Emmo, Bruno. Now, Madam Boss, a able piano, it was right. Yeah.
And that was from the Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak. Director of Statistics and Planning at the Mensi South District Education Directorate described the rate at which students abandon classroom to engage in galamsey as alarming. In an interview, Hubert Amenoji expressed concern that the allure of quick cash is proving too great for many youth. The district, a hotspot for galamsey activities, has seen a worrying number of school dropouts in recent years. Authorities are calling for urgent action to address the issue and steer young people towards a brighter future.
Yes, it is obvious that galamsey activities are usually performed by the youth. You will find very minimal number of the old age people in it. It's mainly performed by the youth in their prime ages. Certainly so, because if you look at the figures they are able to bandit around as what galamsey has been able to give to them, then it is really enticing. And some of them would readily say, yes, if I finish school, it is still the money that I'll look for. So if galamsey is able to make it available, why not?
In a bid to restore degraded lands and promote sustainable development, a local assembly has embarked on a massive land reclamation exercise. The effort aims to recover lands destroyed by illegal mining activities for agriculture, educational and other productive uses. The initiative, led by the Central Regional Coordinating Council, has already seen over 1,000 acres of lands reclaimed in the Upper Dentro East municipality. The reclaimed lands are expected to support farming, constructions and other economic activities. The land reclamation exercise is part of a broader government effort to combat illegal mining and promote environmental sustainability.
This is your executive me imagine say meboa na ya hwe kwampa e betimanya solution ankasa e dey ama your mining problem no a team no yetna say but ade ye timi identify ne say aba ya ade central government ya ade yetimi naimos ho amu enso bodwuma but ye hu say naimos ba no mo kwa after naimos na hefo na hwechire it assembly need decided say we put ourselves together be kai ho ne ho abom ni ahwe ni aso aprapra chire ni ahwe chire no so ni ye ti di kan ye say ba amra bebre na ni etutu damage ni de wo hwa akoso pa because since about 2008 ya surface mining shase e wo Ghana ha supervision e poor enti ama as damage no e kese pa enti the assembly fato e won say ye ne assembly members no betimi up na ya form a task force ye be move around ye di kan ne say ne person ye identify na say ye hu amnam na egugu atiwa nyina no ehimfo na atutu sa amra no ehimfo na eje ko usikro bia mu a say enipa wo timi hu we na ba adwuma we na ba adwuma ha enti ye no we ye timi hu ba bia wo bia ye adwuma na saafo no nyina ye try say ye betimi reach out to them and ya fe obia say obia amra bia datiwa bia odin enti amna bia edin ka hu bia no obia enka hu say oba be fele na amra anu mu a enu bi na ekoso na isan say ya identify hu say onipa somasi una wo ye adwuma ha enti ba na ba be fele wa amra enti enu ne ade assembly afato e expensive because reclamation easy enti hu say oman ka say de etu awon so na amna bebre ba ye gya no oman na esa kopebosia e de aya enya de keto aso oman ne betimi aye na emum ye won krofo oman ye man ne na omanya so mfaso etu mfaso na wunya aye ne problem na wagya to no assembly no a bigina president na emu hwese obi bia wotu amana bia wagya wo se mfie dukura na beba no asa be kata so eno ni dwumadi assembly no afade ato ye ho so ye reclamation wi a ye ne forest for akasa ba bia esese yetimi edwanua ye bedua ba bi nso a oman no so bagya tum se fanto na enti kro no so tere ti ba bi won masam yesu ka be betime si na ho eti ni na ye part of your fiscal planning department na any oman no be bedi say ba bia say de ye no ebi na ye be ye.
Ashanti Regional Police have arrested two suspects, Farouk Idris and Salim Mohammed, in connection with the robbery and murder of 28-year-old Silva Ngozi at Asokore Mampo on December 6th. The suspects, both motorbike mechanics, allegedly stabbed Ngozi with a knife during the robbery, resulting in her death. DCOP Atao Akoto, Ashanti Regional Police Commander, says the suspects are currently in custody, assisting with investigations. A machete and other offensive weapons were retrieved from one of the suspects' hideout, along with the deceased victim's stolen iPhone 11 Pro Max. In a related development, three other suspects, Abdul Fattah, Philip Nyako and Samak Hadi, were arrested for a string of armed robberies across Kumasi, with 59 iPhones, 600 phones, 4 tablets and 5 laptops recovered from their hideout.
The Ashanti Regional Police Command has arrested two suspects in connection with the robbery and murder of Silva Ngozi, age 28. The incident occurred on 6 December 2025 at about 5 p.m. at Asokore Mampo. Following intelligence-led operations on 12 December 2025 at about 9 p.m., a joint team from the regional police headquarters and the anti-robbery unit, Kumasi, arrested suspects at their hideout at Abu in Kumasi. Preliminary investigations indicate that the suspects robbed the deceased, during which one of them allegedly stabbed her with a knife, resulting in her death.
Hundreds of construction workers on the Kaswa-Winneba Highway dualization project have taken to the street to protest against poor working conditions and low payment. The workers employed by Zomia Construction, a subcontractor, and the NAC Fairmount Construction are demanding a 100% increase in their daily wages. The protesters claim they work 7 days a week without allowances, lacking essential safety measures, including protective clothing and helmets. They have cautioned that if their demands are not met, they will escalate their protest.
Ojani kutunkuri a enya bone ye ne Chinese company a wa ha na ye adwuma na ye no be ye afinie ye nya appointment letter ya ketua sam enye leave omuso omutwa instead of 21 days omuso omutwa 15 working days, which is very bad. Adwuma ye twentale a ye sese atale we mi ana metoye ye ni protective equipment a ye se ye nkofo prano mupra dwuma ye China for to me dey one letter ba side say yen sign na ya sakew nanso de also omo ye ma de omo ye den omo ye anapa bia we bobo chenku ha e be make sure say dwuma na ye den enkoso until say the president of Ghana will come and see.
Yen pay na wade me no sa want to me meyen na wa meyen the time ye de be gye na ho we say na ahom gye bia enyim hu be ye fi hu fi free na na e di ejuma sabi o ma me ka ta sa me nsa kwa mu bukwa me di gina me di ejuma yen gye na ho wa meyen the time a ye de gye na ho enti we ye na ketua no wen ye ne height allowance ya force ye ejuma fi so e bobo fom kra na ambe ejuma a wase ambe ejuma wa mark
ye pay no ye pay increment, ye pay 100% increment, ye pay 100% increment e we pay no. So at the same time say omoma your appointment letter chese omo afa ye adwuma oh and why leave money no so ye ti omo say omo beche no 21 days but see am so omo say omo member 15 days wow omo say 20 see omo say omo member 15 days
adwuma na ye no aye risky adwuma ye aye construction work na ye no ba ye adwuma no ko nyina no ye be hu say scanner mo tuama no scanner ensu ye di ena be bia ye gina ye adwuma no nso a in fact enya ye sira ba no omwo ye anu metu ye pe mu kakra ena appointment letter na ye hia nso no omfa ma ye na bi na ye pu adwuma na ye kofi a se wu ni ska to de bia ye mobo so o bi say China ni bi say bia o ye overtime na wo nya be ka cho say car ni be si to the time a omo be ye overtime na ye adwuma wi aso aye den wa join the bus na ko overtime nso nya compulsory adwuma bia mu o pa na o be yo pa wo nye overtime 1 hour is 6 cedi. Ima sa 6 cedi me mafo ka akra kofie yese. Me du fie me fa moto 20 cedis na ma de akofie. Inti me gina 2 hours kra mi nya hwe. E ka ka mo so mo ka ma ni nkofie. Nso du ana pa de ka ba ba fan you adwuma. Me ba ye adwuma almost 1 year. Last week me yale me the report ko office. China ni ka chere me say, "Bet na tan fie e the same yale atra adwuma ye se yale nti no oni hwe ka fa ho." Andra me ye adwuma. Oso o ka chere Chinese a wo yale a on view. Asa ja we lazy. Scam me kra o me 43 cedis. O me chop money 9 Ghana series. Koko Krato 9 series. So this Amia Krato say carry 2 series, sugar 2 series, catch 2 series. And so don't do that my
The Koforidua High Court too has fined the District Chief Executive of Etiwa East in the Eastern Region, Ernest Intim, 12,000 for contempt of court in an ongoing illegal mining case. The contempt application was filed in May 2025 by a miner who is in a dispute with the DCE over a parcel of land where mining activities were taking place. According to the applicant, although the court had restrained both parties from entering the disputed land, the DCE allegedly went onto the land, prompting the contempt proceedings. The injunction application sought to restrain the DCE and other persons from entering the land. It further barred them from moving in all forms of mining activities. Despite the matter being sub judice, the applicant alleged that the district chief executive, his brothers and another person described in the application as illegal miners within the Tiwa East district re-entered the land and continued galamsey operations. The affidavit in support of the application argues that the conduct of the DC and other respondents was willfully and deliberate, constituting contempt of court and an interference with the administration of justice intended to undermine the authority of the court. According to the applicant, a complaint was lodged with the Eastern South Regional Police Command at Chebi on May 2nd, 2025, while the matter was still pending before the law court. The police subsequently effected arrest at the Galamsey site. Application further alleges that after the arrest, the DC confronted the applicant, stating those arrested were his workers and cautioning if the complaint was not withdrawn, he was later confirmed as DC. He will change the ownership of the land and claim it as his own. The applicant also alleges that the district chief executive confirmed his brother's assertion, even the judges will become his subordinate, he said. After several adjournments, the court delivered its ruling on Monday, December 15th, finding the DC in contempt and imposing $12,000. The substantive land and mining case remained pending before the court, with hearings expected to continue. In business, Ghana's public debt stock has surged again, rising by more than 70 billion in just 3 months, reflecting pressures from the cedi's sharp depreciation against the US dollars in the third quarter of 2025. Latest Bank of Ghana data tracked research shows that Ghana's public debt increased by 71.6 billion in the third quarter, with projections indicating that total public debt could exceed 700 billion by the end of the year if the cedi remains under sustained pressure against the US dollar. Total public debt, which declined by 156.4 billion between the first and second quarters, has now risen to 684.6 billion, heavily driven by the cedi's renewed struggle against the US dollar in the third quarter. The local currency lost about 24% of its value in the third quarter against the US greenback. Earlier this year, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kaiser Latofosen, revealed in the 2025 media budget that prudent debt management and exchange rate appreciation have resulted in a significant improvement in Ghana's debt profile. He noted that public debt declined from 726.7 billion at the end of 2024 to 613 billion by the end of June 2025. However, historical data shows that exchange rate depreciation remains a key driver of Ghana's rising debt levels. In 2023, currency depreciation accounted for 62.5% of the increase in the total public debt stock. Also, the slowdown in foreign exchange interventions by the Bank of Ghana combined with rising import pressures has contributed to the recent depreciation of the cedi. Over the years, dollar injections by the central bank have helped cushion the cedi against excessive depreciation. This year alone, the Bank of Ghana is reported to have supplied about 10 billion to the foreign exchange market. Projection shows that additional depreciation of the local currency could worsen the debt profile should the current pressures persist. In sports, the Minister of Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, has sworn in newly constituted governing board of the National Sports Authority, with Dr. Fred Awa appointed as chairperson. Adams, who took over the reins of the sports ministry in February this year, charged the body to pursue bold reforms and deliver performance-driven leadership across Ghana's sports sector. At a brief ceremony in Accra, the minister expressed confidence in the caliber of the board members, describing the appointment as a pivotal moment for Ghanaian sports. He noted that expectations are rapidly evolving and insisted the authority must rise to meet demands around infrastructure sustainability. The minister underscored the urgency of future-proofing the Sports Act 2016, Act 934, accelerating the rollout of the forthcoming national sports policy and adopting a whole-of-system approach that reflects modern priorities in commercialization. While pledging the ministry's full support, Mr. Adams was unequivocally about accountability. He reminded members that the appointments came with expectations of collective action and measurable outcomes. As minister, he said he would engage and listen. The inauguration follows cabinet approval of nominees in accordance with Section 4 of Act 934, which mandates the establishment of a governing board to oversee the operations of the National Sports Authority and ensure efficiency. The board is expected to steer the authority through a period of reform aimed at restoring confidence, improving governance, and delivering tangible outcomes across Ghana's sports ecosystem. In showbiz, Nollywood actress Tonto Dike has shared a powerful testimony about her deliverance from years of struggling with smoking, alcoholism, masturbation, and anger issues. Speaking at Streams of Joy International Church, Dike revealed she started smoking at the tender age of 13 and battled addiction for 27 years. She attributed the transformation to divine intervention. She also spoke about overcoming demonic anger that had affected her relationship and personal life, crediting prayer and faith for her newfound peace. The actress, who is now 40, expressed gratitude for the peace she has found. I am 40 years old and I can tell you I have never known peace until now. I am living in it with the help of Jesus. And that is how we ended on the morning news update. Thank you so much for making time with me. Don't forget to log on to all social media platforms at GhanaTalks Radio for more news stories. I am Deborah Adoso. Good morning.
Ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on GhanaTalks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
GhanaTalks Radio, number one.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. You are welcome once again to the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, and this is the second segment of the show. And as you know, we dive into the major discussion for today. And joining me this morning in the studio is NPP Communications team member, Mr. Emmanuel Chambers. Good morning to you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
So far we are managing. We're in the system.
Every day you are managing.
It hasn't been easy, but we are catching up.
We are catching up.
Yes.
But are you getting prepared for the Christmas season? The Christmas.
Well, things are not really easy, but we are preparing whatever it is. We just have to reduce our demands so that we meet the small we can afford, since things are not really going on well. But then whatever it is, no matter the situation, see, a year is so big enough that you need to give praises and thanks to God. So whatever it is, whether the government is doing well or whatever is not going on well, it is still advisable and it is still necessary that we give thanks to the Almighty God. So that is it. So we are preparing indeed. Yes.
Anyways, whatever you do, Christmas is coming, you will celebrate it.
We will try and celebrate it.
You will celebrate it. But I like your is it fugu?
Yes, that's how some people describe
That's how some people describe it.
Excellent.
I like it. It's very nice.
Many thanks.
Yeah. I don't know what is happening this week, but for yesterday, I guess yesterday, and it's also a part of you. He also wears smoke. Yes. He wore smoke yesterday, and you're also wearing smoke. Is there something that we should know? Tell us, people from the New Patriotic Party, is there something happening that we should know? You just tell us.
We believe in our locals.
You believe in your locals?
Yes, so we believe that whatever it is, we must subject ourselves to what is made locally. And so when you see us appearing in smokes, it means we are projecting and also trying to tell every Ghanaian that it is very important at this time that we prioritize our local made things so as to foster development in this country. This is also a symbolism of strengthening our culture. The NPP as a family, we believe in culture and we believe in the Ghanaian culture as well. So we actually look at it from this angle that there's always the best that you promote your culture and your country, you understand. So that is basically what we're doing. So when you see most of the NPP people appearing in smokes and all that, yes, we are promoting our culture and we are also advocating for local goods consumptions. Yes.
Or could it be that is what a little bear just told me, that maybe it's because Dr. Baumia is campaigning in Wa, that is why you want to represent your region. That is why you all decided to.
Well.
They're like, you know what? This week let's wear smoke because our incoming, hopefully, flag bearer for NDC is for the NPP. Sorry, is in Wa. So why don't you represent the region? That's what the little bird told me.
Well, if that is their explanations, maybe you see, if you look at me carefully, you see that I have not been someone who is so much talking about this race between. This internal race of NPP.
Why don't you talk about it?
I have my own reasons.
Or you don't support either of them, or you are not happy.
Honestly, Dr. Brian Achampong was my candidate. But somewhere along the line, weighing things and all that, I have seen that giving a chance to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will be the best for us.
About what happened?
Understand?
What did you weigh?
That's what I said. I really don't want to go much into it. I'm talking about Dr. Brian Achampong and then Mahmoud Baumia, Kennedy Ajapoint and all that. For me, whoever comes, I'm still an MPP. But I believe that whatever it is, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia should be given a chance based on some reasons. You see, we cannot afford to see NDC using power to intimidate the ordinary Ghanaians and using power to treat us in a very bad way. We need someone that has what it takes. We need someone who loves Ghanaian people to rescue us from this mess, to rescue us from this slave we have enslaved ourselves into. And the brighter and that person I am seeing is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Yes, people are asking, you were once a communicator for Brian Achampong. What has happened? That is one side I don't want to talk about. For me, if I go out there to campaign for any of the candidates, I will never tarnish the image of any candidate because I'm an MPP and whoever wins, I'm still an MPP. Yes, but I believe that at this point, whatever it is, we must come to the understanding that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be the best candidate to present in 2028. So that is why I'm quiet.
Right. So, but how has the preparation been so far? Because you be voting next month. Yes, next month, 31st January. How's the preparation going? Looking at how things are going, do you think you're going to run a very smooth election that you're going to?
I am seeing that whatever it is, we are going to have a smooth elections. Even though I understand that some of the the candidates and their communicators, they are going extreme. Like the jabs are too much, attacks and all that. Yes, it's indeed something that some of us don't like. So look at the case of Canada, Japan. Sometimes I ask myself if indeed he really have people that advise him to make certain statements, and they have to yes, they really guide him on how to talk before putting some statement outside and all that. We have seen his recent attack on the former defense minister, Honorable Dominic Neto, and also things that he could just allow it to lie. He's attacking. So I am a bit worried. Should we make this person the president of this country?
If he becomes the president, what happens to the country?
What will happen? You understand? So that is why that is my issue with the Canada Japan. Then Dr. Brian Achampon, indeed, he's a young man and he's striving to make it. But I am not seeing the future now in his hands. For the Ghanaian people, I am not seeing the future of our lives in the hands of Dr. Brian Achampon. And some of his communicators indeed are going extreme and trying to tarnish the image of other candidates in order to score the political points. And for those who will be scoring 0.1% of the votes, like Kobina Japan and Co., I don't want to talk about that. And they don't have no reason to even insult, because at the end of the day, they are not making a significant impact. So once you love the party, your concern should be peace. If you look at the way, what's the name, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going by his campaign, it's clear that he wants to preach for peace. Whether he wins or whatever, you would have no any audio to prove that this is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has said so bad that he shouldn't have said that. You understand? I have not seen any video. Yes, there are some comments you have to pay attention to where Dr. Brian Achampon and his team were trying to attribute Boku War to him just to score political points. We saw his reply to it, but people misconstrued the content which he made those statements. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a candidate that I believe that in projecting him, he will do better. And I am seeing nothing but peaceful election. We already know our anointed candidate, and that is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We know the anointed candidate, but then his people are doing a clean campaign.
They are doing a
clean campaign. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia people
void of violence.
They are, because they know they are winning, and at the end of the day, they need everyone on board. So those who are going with this issues of conflict, attacks, and all that, they know they are not winning. So whatever it is, let's destroy. You understand? I am so surprised that we still have candidates like Canada Japan who should have known better, making references of their campaign to the past election, saying that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia performed badly, as if they were not part of the party.
So that should tell you that there's still division in your party.
Yes, for now, I believe that some individuals wants to bring divisions, and the divisions is not thousands of people that are bringing in the division. I tell you, one of the lighter of division in the party is Canada Japan.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you the truth.
You think he's the cause of all
I looked
this
into the eyes of his communicator and I pointed it out to them that, look, you are those that are feeding on this division. And I don't know what they are up to, but I'm sure that whatever Canada Japan is doing, I like him as a member of MPP, I like him as a Ghanaian, and I like his idea of trying to,
create jobs
and all that. But then, creating of jobs is easier said than done. You haven't been there, so you should not dance too much. You should not talk too much. He's
a businessman, and I learned he has a lot of companies.
It matters not. This is not the first time we are going to see people being businessman, whatever, trying to lead this country. We have businessmen who have been ministers. Look at this man, I always call one of the power drunk guys in MPP. He's stingy and a very selfish-centered person. Alan Chirmantin, who the party have built up. He was a businessman. Nana Edudong Akufo-Addo gave him a very, very well-meaning and then lucrative position. And that is a trade minister. What did he do there? And when the Ghanaian people say, oh, chairman, you wouldn't be the best to lead us. You want to inform your own party and you are struggling there. You understand? Sometimes people say they spend much into party. How do you spend much into party when you are given a ministerial position for 8 years? Do you know how much the person has made from there? The contracts and other things. Let us not be too ungrateful. See, you don't tend to fetch soil into a bowl that has fed you. And you don't destroy a hand that has ever put something into your mouth.
Right.
That is very ungrateful. For me, where we are today, it's not about we as the grassroots and the MPP. It is about the leadership. It is about the top politicians, the high hierarchy. They're so much concerned about themselves more than the youth. Because we have thousands of delegates of MPP that will decide in this election. And so when they decide against you, it is not a reason enough to go against the party. We also saw the abysmal and detrimental attitude Kennedy Japan put up right after the primaries, I mean the last year's primaries. We all saw it. You were there. Would you expect any high person, any one meaningful Ghanaian to behave that way? Ordinary Ghanaians should not even behave that way. Yeah.
Right. So that takes us to the comments Ajasafo made. She's back again, and it looks like she's back this time around with violence. And then she mentioned that there's no way she's going to associate herself with Kennedy Japan, because Kennedy Japan is not a person who meddles business with family and friends. So if she should support Kennedy Japan, there's no way she's going to get any ministerial position. That means that her career, her political career, is coming to an end. That was the comment she made, that she is going to support Mahmoud Bawumia. What do you make of the statement she made? She actually made two statements, but let's just focus on this for now, and then let me hear what you can say to that, and then we move on to the next one.
You see, saying that she's not going to support Kennedy Japan because her political career might end is a statement of facts. Because we all know that she's very close to Kennedy Japan.
They have kids together.
That is it. So these are people from the same family. So once she comes out to say something like this, and she's one of the high profile in terms of MPP political party or politicians in this country.
Yes.
So if she's coming to make that statement, and she'll tell you, the ordinary Ghanaian who is not even close to Kennedy Japan, that look, there's something about Kennedy Japan.
But isn't that a green flag for Kennedy? For the fact that he's not going to employ people simply because maybe I know you, but because of your competence and what you are bringing on board.
You see, she says she's not going to employ people, right? Maybe you can only have a challenge with the statement because she cares much about herself. You understand that my political career will end. That statement means you care much about yourself, but not the ordinary Ghanaian. But I am saying that maybe there's more. We should not just look at this statement on the surface. There's more to Kennedy Japan that you and I don't know. His song he has been singing is just like the NDC going into 2024 election. How they were singing and praising and calling Ghanaians to vote for them because of the 24-hour economy. Meaningful months down the line, we have not seen the 24-hour economy as they promised. And as we see, we don't even know the fate of it. So Kennedy Japan singing the song of creating jobs for the Ghanaian youths and all staffs, I think it's not just easy. It's not easy. And people who have seen Kennedy Japan and tested and know them very well, like Ajosafo, telling you that creation of jobs will be a bit challenge.
As in employing her, like her political career will come to an end if she should associate herself with Kennedy Japan or to support Kennedy Japan.
I'm saying that the lady made a very nice statement. You know, Kennedy Japan has issues with some people, that he's not that kind of person who forgives. He's not the forgiving type. And we know, you see, Kennedy Japan can threaten and go as far as killing. Though I'm not saying he has killed. I don't have any evidence to support that.
Yeah,
but
so
his comments sometimes...
Allege, Yeah.
His comments sometimes put on social media could tell you an ordinary Ghanaian that no, if this man has the opportunity of killing, he will do that. You understand? And so if they have a problem, and she's saying that based on one or two reasons which she has not stated clearly, she cannot support Kenya Japan. Therefore, if she does so, she's going her political career will end. I don't think we should not believe her or we should blame her. She has made a statement of fact. We don't know what is happening.
But isn't this a personal issue that she could have actually kept to herself rather than saying that?
She just made that statement to inform any person in this country that Kenya Japan has issue with that look, Kenya Japan cannot easily be forgiven. He is not a person that reads Bible, or he's not a person that can easily say that I've forgiven you, go in free. No. And that, for me, that is the meaning I've read to it. Whatever it is, they've been in a relationship, and I don't know the state of the relationship, but clearly that statement will tell us that the relationship might be a bit shaky. He should have learned so much to swallow the differences and forgive her. And I don't think if I have a child with you, I'll give you the opportunity to campaign against me out there. Whatever it is, we have to sit down and settle our differences.
That is what I'm saying. That don't you think this is actually a personal issue that shouldn't even be
maybe it has been discussed thoroughly in the room, in the house, or whatever. But maybe massive attention wasn't given to it. So we can't blame her. I will never blame her, and I don't think you also. You know, ladies, sometimes when a lady tries to put something in the right place and a man is not giving her that attention and she's fed up, she's tired, she can talk. Yes.
Right. Well, that's it. So today, Otumfuo is said to be presenting the mediation report to President John Dramani Mahama. What are the expectations of this particular outcome for you? Are you expecting that right after this report, whatever strategies or whatever measures that Otumfuo may suggest will be employed? So at least we hear good news that, oh, finally the fight at Boko has come to an end after decades.
Well, every average Ghanaian would expect that at the end of the day we all smile, but at the end of the day we all see that there will be everlasting peace in Boko. The women and children there have really gone through a lot, and we have people who have lost their lives. And in fact, the mature men are not those who are suffering. It is the weak ones, the vulnerables, that are suffering. And so if indeed you are a passionate and you are a humanitarian person in this country, you wish that whatever the case might be, the outcome will be very positive, and that could be the best way to foster unity within Boko Enclave. But where I said I've already seen people making their declarations. Yeah. You know, the first meeting was the two parties at Ashantihini's palace. Some people were reading different meaning, where some people were saying that they were not treated fairly. We saw how the Kusasi and then the other tribes were saying that if the outcomes do not favor them, they are never going to lay down their guns. They are going to protest and stand until their wishes are met. But I don't know what will be the outcome. They were already threatening, and that was really unfortunate. You understand? So that is why when it comes to the issue of Boko War, I always say that politicians are using this to score political points. The Ashantihini will really do his best. But the report, I sit here and I tell you, maybe next time when I come here, I'll tell you, you will see the outcome of the result.
But what have you heard?
Definitely, we can't call off chieftaincy in Boko Town. You understand? They can never say that there should not be a chief in Boko. And which party will be the party to stand tall in installing or in skinning a chief in Boko? That is a problem, because the very first time they went for the mediation, the two parties were already taking a stand. Look, if it goes in favor of these people, we are not going to accept. You saw their press conferences and all that. So I'm a bit scared. And I'm not even scared for those who are are doing the press conferences. No, they are the metro men. I don't care about them. I care about the women and the children in those communities.
The residents.
So, whatever it is, I would expect that the government, for once, will put their political differences aside and look at the outcome and make sure that whatever the outcome will be, they should enforce it. They should enforce it. Who would be in pain, who will be in joy, should not be a thing of bother. They should look at how to instill discipline, instill peace in Boku town, like in Yendi. And as I see Boku, I don't really want to talk much, but that's a little expectations.
That's a little you can say, right? But all the same, we are just hoping that this mediation will bring out a positive result, because I just read from TV3 that they've renewed the curfew in Boku again. That means that they've added more days to it or something.
Exactly. You see, even Mama Yarga himself will wish that there will be peace in Boku.
Yes.
Because he's the one that is feeding on the disturbances. He's the one that is feeding on that war to score political points. That's his constituency. And he's the one promoting the war in Boku.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, come on.
What is he doing there?
Mama Yerga himself is aware that he's promoting peace in Boku. You see,
he's promoting peace.
I want to sound this.
You mean he's promoting peace, or
he's promoting violence in Boku?
Oh, okay.
Look, every Ghanaian that is listening to us should note that when there is war in your community and you are striving to be a leader for that community, you should find the best way to solve the issue or to bring peace in that community, rather than preaching division. And rather than apportion blame to certain political parties. That is what Mama Yerga has done.
What are some of his actions? Because
prior to 2024 elections, you heard his comments, where he said the MPP was the reason Boku was at war. Where he said if he comes to power within a day or two, he's going to make sure he bring peace to Boku.
That was what Mr. Yerga said.
That's what Mama Yerga said. Today, he is in charge of government business in parliament.
Don't you think he's too busy without even concentrating on his
busy more than the lives of the people who have put you there? And that is my worry. How can Mama Yerga be too busy more than the lives of the people who have recorded MPP 00 in some polling stations and have given you the massive win? That is the issue. And so I think every ordinary Ghanaian will be very happy that there's peace at Boku, which includes Mama Yerga, the gentleman who never wanted peace in that constituency, would also smile if there's peace at the end of the day. But I would finally submit. I see that my other person has just joined.
She just joined us.
I will finally submit that whatever it is, the people of Boku should understand that the children, the women, the aged people really need peace, and people have to strive for their palatable future. So the war there won't be the best solutions, and whatever it is, one side would have to understand the truth. In all of this, they all know the truth. They know who should be the legitimate chief in that constituency or in that community. You see, I don't understand, especially that's the issue with the Northerners, and I'm so worried. You just know the truth that you are not right to go and occupy this position, but you are struggling to be in terms of chieftains. It should not be like that. So Mama Yerga should be someone that will be very happy at the end of the day, because he has been feeding. I know he won't be happy, but I am.
Because they bent down his building.
That is why they bent down the building. And why is he still quiet? See that even when he won up to now, for 12 months, he has not even stepped in that constituency for thank you tour. He has not even stepped there. And that is a thing of worry.
He's scared for his life, so he wouldn't go there.
In 4 years' time, he'll go back there
and ask people to vote for.
But I see NDC communicators of his party from that constituency also saying that they will contest against him if he try it again. It's not MPPO, it's within the NDC. They are charging and telling him that, come back, if you are a man, come back. We will contest against you. But anyway, at the end of the day, that's the nature of politicians. So
Well, we have joining us in the studio the NDC communications team member, Miss Mabel Anderson. I love your surname, Anderson. When my one mind come and give you bonita. Good morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, and good morning to you all, and good morning to your viewers and listeners. Good morning to the good people of Ghana.
Yeah,
oh God.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah, so before we stepped in, we were actually talking on the mediation report the king, or 2% to be submitting to President Mahama. We were just asking what the outcome may be, your expectation for the outcome. So briefly, you can also share your thought, then we move on to today's business.
Thank you very much, and I want to congratulate our own president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yesterday, he was sworn in, or what will I call it? Yes, he was sworn in as a new the new chief of Nigeria or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I call him Igwe. Congratulations
to him.
Igwe John Dramani Mahama. So that's just by the way. With Boku, we are up and downs. It's not something that we are all supposed to jubilate or say good things about. But at the end of the day, they are Ghanaians. You understand?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they are Ghanaians. I always say that I cannot sit and see people fighting or people killing themselves, because at the end of the day, we need these people on board. And how do you feel when you see that somebody is dead, or somebody is being shot dead, or somebody is being murdered? If the person is ill and the person goes, we all know the way we feel. And if the person is being murdered, we all know the way it's being felt. It's like, so I understand, as of now, this modern world, we see people fighting all the time. This thing has been happening so many good years. It's not only because our member of parliament is the MP Nane Beresone Iseye. This thing has been happening quite a long time now, ages, and they've tried. A lot of people have tried to solve it. All the presidents have tried to solve it, but I pray that this time around they should listen, because at the end of the day, what will cost you if you wake up and your child, your wife, and your people are not around? And I'm not sure that the way everybody in this country or everybody in this world is always praying to have a external family. Do you think some of them have external family that's up now? Even some of our homes that we are here now, we get some homes that people are died, and you see some few numbers of people within the community, like within the household, you understand? And it's kind of me, when I think about it, I can't think far, you see. So I pray that this time around they will listen to the authorities, so they will calm themselves down. It will take the will of God. You understand? I heard my brother saying that somebody is some NDC member is everybody owns his own opinion, and with the NDC, when there's no time for elections, we don't come out to say certain things like that. You see, yes, we don't do that. How many times have you seen? I'm sorry. How many times have you seen the NDC coming out to do certain things? I watched the man coming out to say so. We all said that it's not right. We all came out to speak. If you have internal elections, no political party will say that they don't have any internal elections. Even though if you are swearing in today, you have enemy from today. You understand? You have somebody who wants to overthrow you from today. It's everywhere. So it's normal. But the issue is, he didn't cause the fight, right? He's not the cause of the fight. Or is it the cause of the fight? Did he provoke them to fight? No. He's a member of parliament that will have to bring development to them. Moreover, he is doing well. In the midst
of all of this, there are developmental projects going on.
I'm saying that, moreover, he is doing well on the floor of parliament. Yes, and he is supposed to go and lobby and send development to you people.
Which is
and you are fighting. You understand? You cannot say he's not going because you are saying that on your political side. No, please.
There's evidence.
You are evidence for what?
He has not been to the constituency.
Evidence for what?
Do you lobby and pass it through the air?
No, if you say he has not been into the constituency, what are you saying?
He has not been.
No, are you like sometimes when people do politics with certain things like this, I ask myself, do you think about it? Do you, the person me even though if I'm dating you, you don't even know my day in day out, unless I tell you, and if I don't tell you, how will you know?
His own NDC communicators are saying
that
he's not coming.
And so they are all communicated. It's only one person that came out. Please, I want it though. Only one person who came out and said he wants to contest him. I forgot his name, Kra. And we are saying that if you want to contest him, there's nothing wrong with somebody saying that I'll contest you. You understand? But even though it's not time for that, we will know how we go about our things. There will be time for branch elections, then constituency elections, then whatsoever. It's a kind of a long chain. You understand? Before this kind of parliamentary aspirantship or whatsoever. And if the time comes, it's your money that shows. You go and you go and file your forms, and you pay. The people will come and what? To a certain he even saying that you become an independent member means that you are even disqualified. You understand? And even though we will give opportunity for everybody to also what say their minds. Yeah, but the only thing is that we don't come out with our political internal elections outside public. That's the only thing we don't do. Do you get it? We don't bring up internal elections. We have internal elections. If I tell you the time of internal elections that has gone on, it is very
as in internal
issues. We always have internal issues. You understand? But we don't bring it in public. You see, everybody owns his own opinion. As I am saying again, I'm a lady. If I'm dating you, I can tell you why I am. That doesn't mean that I'm there. Unless maybe I want to be truthful to you. So you will not know my day in, day out. I'm bringing this to become, I'm just setting this as a practical thing for him. So if you are telling some people outside that he doesn't go home, what are you trying to say? Do you when he is going up and down, do you go with him?
He doesn't go. The fact is that he himself admitted that he doesn't go.
Even when he said that on radio,
listen, can he give us evidence of when he was bringing that out?
Listen,
no, please, I beg you, please.
Or are you saying
I beg you?
Let her. She said that she's begging. She doesn't want me to talk.
No.
You have made a statement.
Why would you
have made a statement?
I'm on air,
yeah,
and you are coming in. You see, you people, you always do this because you always don't want to say the truth. You always form propagandas and bring it out in public without no facts.
You've asked a question which is not a rhetorical question, and that demands my response.
What's in response? So I didn't listen. The issue is if you have issues, write it down. When I'm done, you can bring it out. Of course, if you have issues, you see, this is why NDC, our communicators, we go for trainings. Do you get it?
Oh, okay.
Because we always want to say the facts, and when you are speaking, I don't just murmur. I don't just I'm cool. I'll be cool with everything that you're saying. You understand? If I have a problem, I'll jot it down. My brother, I'm telling you again today, point blank. You are not sleeping. You are not in the same room with Honorable Ayariga.
Yes,
Mama Ayariga. And even though if you are saying that can you give me evidence of his voice, his video saying that
he doesn't go there?
I'm saying again, for the fact, you don't go, you are not in the room with him, you don't go up and down with him. So that kind of fallacy that you people have created, you people are known to be always creating fallacies to Ghanaians. This time around, this kind of jandam, people are grown, people are learning. Are you still doing jandam in this country? Can you imagine? So for him not going there or going there, you will not know. If he doesn't go there, that's his own opinion. If he doesn't go there, it's his own opinion.
Okay.
Me as a child sitting here cannot say that he doesn't go there because I don't work with him day in, day out. As I am saying again, practically, if I am a woman sitting here right now, I can tell you who I'm with, that I'm here. But that doesn't mean that I am here.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
I want to be truthful and I'll tell you that I'm here.
Okay.
So this kind of comments are political comments.
Okay.
So he post people to exercise patience. yes, they are fighting there. I'm not sure that who honors who papa. Nasa wuma ekontokwa. Ubednum insure the ada. Nobody. Even the president himself, himself, you see, there are measures put in place to solve this problem. It's not from today.
Okay.
So please, the MPP, they want to focus on him because right now he is a man of the hour. He is a man of the hour, and he is doing well. Honorable Mama Yariga, I want to tell you point blank, we are behind you 24/7. Right. We are behind you, whatever you do, because you've shown us that you are a good leader.
All right.
When he came in the beginning, myself, I was doubting him because I previously liked our leadership, but he has proven us wrong day in, day out. Day in, day out, he has proven us wrong. So please, we are behind him. Right. This morning I want to tell him that we are behind him.
All right, let's
listen to anything.
Let's move to our topic. I gave you enough time.
No. She made certain claims where she said when she's done I should respond. I am not really.
No, but you can't force the person to give you time.
No.
You can just when the time comes.
Yeah,
I'll consider you.
It is my right to make response to certain statement you have put there. First of all, I want to clear this doubt that the NDC communicators go on air or they go for training. The MPP communicators don't go on training. I have had time with a lot of NDC communicators, and their ways of communicating and their attacks and what they put out there, it's something that we will never encourage any of our communicators to go out there and say. But that notwithstanding, respectfully, let me say this and put this on record. The training of the NDC communicators, some of them have not even been to primary one. Why am I saying so? Even and if indeed they are really going through training, then they have a lot to do. For most of their guys out there, going to what is the name? The idea or the issue of Mama Yariga going to his constituency. Let me tell you on authority that Mama Yariga has never been to the constituency when he won the election. When he won the election, he vanished from there, and that ends it. And so this information is not about coming to prove anything. I'm making a response. I'm making a response to your statement. I'm making a response to your statement. So the idea of saying that we should prove whatever, we have NDC communicators from that constituency that comes out to tell us that the man has never stepped there. We have other MPs when they go to their constituency. We are not in a digitalized or in a global world. We see those things. We will go and check all the content. You will never see any. Listen, Mama Yariga doing well or not doing well. I am telling you that it is not our business, and we would never wish him fail.
Okay, thank you. Let's dive into our major discussion for this morning. Unpaid nurses and midwives threaten strike over 11 months arrears. More than 6,000 nurses and midwives across Ghana say they may go on strike if government fails to pay their salary arrears, which have accumulated to about 11 months. Members of the Coalition of Unpaid Nurses and Midwives says some of them have been paid only 1 month since they started work in December 2024. While about 300 have not been paid at all. They accuse the Ministry of Health of making promises that have not been fulfilled. According to the group, they were assured that a clear payment plan would be announced after the November salary was paid, but nothing has happened so far. So the nurses describe severe hardship, including inability to pay rent, transport challenges, and family stress. The group says that they are not asking for more promises, but want their full arrears paid immediately. They warn that failure to act could lead to a nationwide strike, which may disrupt healthcare delivery across the country. So these are the frustrations and the stress of nurses in our country. They haven't been paid for 11 months now. Others have received just 1 month, others not at all. They are pleading and telling the ministry that they are no longer asking for more promises. What they need is you pay us what we deserve, what we have worked for. That is what they are asking for. have we gotten to a point whereby we don't even prioritize those taking care our healthcare sectors? Because this is getting alarming. These are actually people who are saving the lives of people, and then we are not paying them. What happens if they go to strike? So to the nurses, would you say that because they are saving lives, they should be there and endure and still take care of people, or it would be right for them to go on a strike?
Thank you so much. You see, looking at things very carefully, sometimes I don't believe in the idea of Ghanaians threatening government. But you see the case of the nurses and the midwives, as well as the teachers. I think the government is not being fair to the people.
It's not being fair to them
at all. Someone who have gone to school, studied 3 years or so, you've deceived the person, moved the person from his parents, where the person was very comfortable, whatever. You went, threw the person somewhere. Someone is in Accra, you have threw the person to a place like northern part of Ghana. The person has rented. The person is borrowing to live. The person is still depending on his parents for 12 months. For 12 months. Abba. The rent for every rent within 12 months expired in this country, right? Where do you expect them to get money to continue renting? Where do you expect them to get money to buy soap and other things and take care of their basic needs? We were here when the Minister of Defense, no, the Minister of Health told us that they have made a payment plans and they have secured payment plans, plan or whatever to pay nurses and pay nurses.
Yeah, pay the nurses.
That was what he told us.
Yeah.
You see, the minority side in Parliament was challenging his statement and saying that, look, whatever you have captured in the payment plan was 1 month's payment. The minister said no.
Yeah, I remember.
It was a full payment. They think we are all gullible like that of the NDC government. And I don't know whether John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, have deliberately appointed some ministers to be lying every day and cooking things to put in public. Because you, a full minister, stood in the chamber and the Ghanaian people were watching you. You said you have paid them in full. No, you paid only 1 month. And when a member from the minority side stood up and said you paid 1 month, you said
they even organized a press conference to even tell the people
that they paid them in full.
No, I mean for the minority, they organized a press conference. I watched that press conference. They organized a press conference and then told the people that the minister is lying.
He's lying. The minister said it's true.
And we're like, oh, let's give them the benefit of a doubt. Let's see if they'll pay these people.
Have they not been vindicated?
And now the people are out again.
Saying that whatever the minister put out there is a lie. Even those of them who have been paid 1 month, about 300 of them have not even received that 1 month's salary. That is, if you listen to what the nurses are saying. So who are they deceiving? This government, I don't understand. Who at all are they deceiving? Did they think we are still in those days we are still in the stony days? No. We are not in the stone days at all. We are in a system where digitalization has catch every household. That we see things. You can't stand in the chamber and deceive Ghanaian people. And I don't know why John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is still keeping these individuals. And he's enjoying them. A full minister to come and lie to us, oh, I've paid these people 11 or 12 months. Just 1 month paid. And you have come to claim and deceive the entire Ghanaian people that you pay them in full, which is not true. You see, the nurses are doing enough. And I think the nurses should not even wait for anything. They should just give the government 2-3 days, go back to their homes, start selling pure water, and start doing something better for themselves.
And what happens to those in the hospital?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is the government should get people to go and take care of them. The government should get people and go and take care of. In 2015, when Ablakwa was the deputy education minister or education minister then, he made a statement that when the teachers, training college teachers were going on strike because they scrap off teachers' allowances, he made a statement that, oh, you can go, we will get teachers from other universities. That's not what he said. That's the same thing now. They know where they will get their nurses from. They know where they will get their nurses from. And so, specific on this matter, I want to submit clearly that what the government is doing to the nurses and midwives as well as teachers is not the best. When a DC in his constituency is receiving 35,000 Ghana cedis a month, a nurse that will go stay in the hospital throughout the night without even sleeping, taking care of some people, meanwhile his parents are there, you would allow the person to work for 12 months being there. How much is a nurse salary? How much is the salary?
But
giving it to them, look at the increment of the salary increment of the presidential staff is 67%. Calculate it. How much are they taking home? But the nurses are just asking for their salaries. They are rendering good services to the good people of this country. It will be very unwise for us to say that the nurses are talking too much. It will be very unwise for us to say that the nurses are not doing or they are not rendering a good service to this country in calling for strike. Someone can sit anywhere like the Minister of Health. He can sit in his comfort zone and say that if they want, they can go on strike. He is not far from saying that, I know. Because if he has the energy to come out on air to deceive us that you have paid them in full and within the twinkling of an eye, those nurses are on air saying you are lying, you have not paid us, and they are so quiet without responding to that statement, it's kind of unfortunate. And it means he doesn't take their lives so important.
So these people were actually employed or posted last year. Does that mean that when the government was leaving, they didn't make provision for these people?
It is normal to do employment. I was employed in late 2016. Did you understand? Payments was made. Payment plan was made. It was when Nana Idudanko Akufo-Addo took power, they now put us into payroll. That was around somewhere 2017. It is normal. And so when a previous government employ maybe public sectors and payment plan has not been made and there's a change of power, it is your duty as the new administration to pay them. This is not the first time we are encountering that in the country. The same people promise us and promise the good people of this country that they would create over 1.7 million jobs vacancy for the youth. Have they started? They have not even started recruiting people into public sector. Have they started? Obviously no. The few ones that are there, you are not paying them. 1 year has gone. Do your calculations. Divide 1.7 million by 4 and see what you get. It means that if you are supposed to employ, let's just say 4,000 something, it's gone. The year is gone.
Right.
You understand? So for me, I want to say that the nurses should go home. They should go and start doing something better for themselves. Even people who are selling pure water, they are making money more than the nurses. Nurses cannot continue in borrowing, and you are still there. Me, I will not do that today. I won't do that tomorrow. It is not. Look, going to school is very necessary, but working for government is optional. There are people who have certificates and they are out there doing things on their own. Even people who are nurses and they are still doing businesses. And they make money from those businesses far more than the salary they receive at the end of a month. So why will you continue working for someone who doesn't take you serious? So the government don't take nurses serious. So go home. What are you still in the hospitals doing?
I don't think when you say that you are being fair.
I am saying that you put yourself into the shoe of someone who have moved from northern part of Ghana to Accra, all in the name of serving the nation, and you are not paying the person. Your interest is paying the government appointees, and presidential staffers are getting rich and richer in driving big cars. And whilst those people are still suffering, have you forgotten they pay school fees and all that? The person is borrowing to rent and order. So if you draw the person out, what do you want the person to do? You should go and be sleeping in the hospital.
Okay.
So let's put ourselves, if for once this nurses cry is long overdue for us to pay attention to it. In fact, drastic measures must be taken by every one of us. If indeed we claim we are the good people of this country and we love this country, we must submit ourselves to the cry of these nurses and give them a good advice. And my advice is that if the government is failing to pay them, they should go back home.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Chambers. Let me hear from you, Ms. Asantewa.
Good morning to my constituency. Both Gan West, Amasaman and Togo constituency, the MCE of Gan West Municipal, Honorable Nisowa, and also Akweti Agbo of Togo constituency too. Gan North District Assembly, and all members of Gan West Municipal Assembly. It's kind of normal. It's a normal thing to sometimes hear this kind of emotional, there's the emotional, historic or emotional blackmail from the MPP. The reason I was just quiet and I was like, wow. I was just like, wow. Like seriously. Listen to him, There's a lot that I was like kind of marveled. Today you look at the same people, the same people that gave clearance to, they employed these people without clearance. They employed these people without any kind of measures. They employed these people without any kind of proud arrangements. You people that left the country with empty coffers. These people that was spending bogusly on like in the country. You were misusing the office of the president, misusing our coffers. Today we have this kind of a lot of infractions in this country because of you people. Today these same people are crying foul. Today these same people are behaving like angels. When you were leaving government, that you people was bathing in the air. When you people were leaving this country, when you were cutting cake for the e-levy. When people were leaving this country, when you talk, they don't listen. When they were spending, they were even putting chairs into V8, spending food like I can't think far. Today, these people are here crying like babies. You are here crying like a baby because you think you can win the heart of Ghanaians with emotional intelligence or something, blackmail. Hey, it will not work. Because Ghanaians know the difference between your 8 years and now. This whatsoever, if it is 9, 10
almost
or
1 year.
Yes.
Almost 1 year.
Do you understand? Because how can you tell me that the same people that you people brought into the system without any kind of arrangement, no clearance, then you know that every government has its own time and we accept that we accept every kind of mistake that has happened. We are not the government that tells will not have opportunity for people to listen to. You people, you don't even give opportunity to listen to people. Have you not been in this country that when even people want to even demonstrate, you even frustrate them? Today you people have the opportunity to even come and demonstrate without anybody frustrating you. Me, I want that when I speak, I'm doing politics, but when I speak with practical. I don't just say anything because I've been on demonstration streets that even though if you want to pass here, they stop you. If you want to pass here, they frustrate you. But when people were doing demonstration, did anybody frustrate you? We will give opportunity for people. Yesterday, you see the people that you people brought 5 good years. They've not been posted into their offices. Yeah. Yesterday, you saw them demonstrating. Environmental protection and something. Yeah. Did you see somebody pushing them away or sending them away, or did you see some policemen being putting water on them? Did you see people sacking them or beating them or arresting them? No, because we accept that we are in a democratic state and we are a democratic party. You get it? And everybody will be listening. These people went on strike. We made provisions for that. We spoke with them, the provisions will be made with them. And we made Ghanaians understand from day one that this country was in a black state because there was no financial. You people, you know, even yesterday, I just also confirmed on air that you people misuse the country, misuse the government coffers, the economy. You didn't do well in this country. And here, Kasa, we are the last people to come and crying like babies to us. Give us this kind of emotion. Today, man, he said, kind of emotional cries. Honestly, Today we don't do that because at the end of the day, if you do that kind of emotional something, we'll come back down. So you have to go and work. So if we want people to come and behave this way, then it should be us. But you see, we are a listening government. We've listened to their cries. We told them the truth. That is what we do.
And what was the truth?
We don't tell them that they should go away. We will not listen to them. We are always open for negotiation. And as you said, as their own statement that came out, they said that there are over 6,000 nurses and midwives, whilst over 300 people have been left while they've not received their payment. And we all know when the budget was being read, the nurses they made provisions for the payment. And I'm saying again, we are not the government that will tell you that we can one on two, then win a year. What we want to assure them is that we always want to assure you, we all know that we are resetting the country, and they will be paid. Again, I've said this countless times.
But don't you think
that they will be paid? Yes, they will be paid. So is better than telling them that we will not listen to them. I won't fear. We've have a lot of instances that in this country that women people goes on strike. They call even common a minister to come and listen to them cry. Unya no. A minister unya no. But you in this country now, to me frame president people negotiations. That is how we want you to know and understand that we are ready for negotiations. What you say? So this kind of crying baby because you are a man, don't cry like that. Even me, a communicator lady, will not be crying on a national television like this or national radio this way. You get it? The issue is they'll be sorted out. They all know we didn't lie to them. And now if you look at the states, we all know that we are all adjusting. Today he's just telling me, he's making references to people being paid, people being this. Hey, Ghanaians, this kind of MCE is now on Mokano. This thing has been approved way back. We've explained why. People, is it education that you people lack or what? Or listening is your problem? Is it listening that is your problem or what? Or when you decide to lie, that is all.
Language, please.
No, when they decide to form statements that are not true, they just edit like that. And they all, even if you explain, it's the same thing when they said that when JM said review, they said cancellation. So I know what I'm saying, my dear. JM explained countless of times to them that review is not cancellation, but they kept on saying cancellation. These same people. So
Miss Mabel, just put yourself in the shoes of these nurses. They went. This is not the first time they actually threatened to go on a strike. I think the first time they went on a strike due to some demands they made that the government didn't adhere to, and then they came to plead. The minister came to plead and said that they will be paid November, December. I read that statement very clearly. They will be paid November, December. They've given them the assurance that they will pay them, and then November came, December, they are still there. Others can't even afford to even pay their transportation fare, and it's a bit difficult. And then they want to come again, and then they hear a statement and say that you go home, you come and pay. Assuming you were there, would you accept that?
My dear, when I said again, I'm not saying that if they've not received their salaries, it's a good thing.
No, you didn't say that.
Yes, I didn't say that. I'm saying it again. I'm saying that we all understand the way my brother was going away around the issue. And I was saying that it shouldn't be blackmailing people with emotions. You get it? Because this is a very delicate issue. But when what you people left, you people brought these people in and even he made a reference that late 2018 or late 2016 he had the same issue. When the government paid, didn't they give all the money to him?
Within 2 months they pay us. It didn't last for this
yes,
long.
but that time, so
you see the previous administration.
So thank you. He says that he was employed in the late 2016, right? And the MPP came within 2 months. They paid. Do you know why? Because NDC made provisions for you. NDC gave you clearance.
NDC left money. So you have to be, no, please. So you have to be paid.
No, I should wrap up soon.
So you have to be paid. No, you gave him a lot of time.
Oh,
so listen. So you have to be paid. But yours, you didn't leave anything because there was no money. You left the state without money. You left the state by putting chairs in V8. You see, so my dear, I'm saying again, we understand their frustrations, and government itself have told them that they understand their grievances. You said November and December. I didn't know. You said November and December. They promised them. We are in December. We understand that this thing, their frustrations has been long, and government has also communicated back to them. What I'm saying is, it is different because government don't have listening ears with you. You understand? Right. And we are different, oh. Saying they are who friendly and few. But at the end of the day, you have these authorities telling that they are going to make provisions. Look, what my brother, calm down. You are just why? Is your seat hot?
Oh, don't worry.
You see, the issue is but like the way his body's listen. Calm down to get to your turn. The issue is, you see, we understand that they suffer. Police for now, they always say when you get closer to them, you understand that their work is very tedious. You get it? Me myself sitting here, I always say that I cannot be a doctor or a nurse or something because so I understand their grievance, but what I'm saying is they should still exercise patience. The government is going to work with it, and they'll work because at the end of the day, even the budget they were in the budget. Didn't you read the budget? Didn't you listen to the budget? Yeah, they were in the budget, so definitely government will pay them. Everything will be given to them. 3 days ago, I heard a certain regional minister also having a press conference, this thing on his page, based on due to the same problem, telling that he's also a medical doctor, and he has also spoken with the Minister of Health. And things are under control. They'll be paid. And they also said that 6,000 people has been paid. It's like with 300 people. You see, 300 people have not. Yesterday, I read thoroughly. I did a lot of investigations, and I found out that some number of people have not been.
6,000 people have been paid.
Except 6,000 people are within, like they've been paid. And 300 people have never received anything. 300 people have never received anything at all. Please go and check.
Yes, and
I'm saying that
300 people haven't been paid at all.
Yes, that's what I'm my dear. I'm telling you that we accept. I'm telling you that we accept the issues.
I think you are.
I'm not saying that
you are deviating here.
Deviating what?
Yes, very, very well.
I'm saying that again. The Ministry of Health with the finance minister,
they'll pay them.
Has have conversations around it,
right? You said
and they'll be paid. And you see, this country, we are not in the good this thing like that. You see, we all understand that we are stabilizing this country. Right. The light, the fuel, the dollar rate, and everything. We are making sure that everything will be on point. Okay. So the social space, my brother. They'll be paid. But what did you do in this country?
Okay.
You spent money. You were cutting cake. Why did you use that kind of money to pay them?
Please, can I?
Please calm down.
Proceed.
You see, first of all, I want this conversation to be very lively, which is already going that way. Now, I want to quickly run through some points. She mentioned that the previous administration, Nana Bawumia-led administration, was bathing, the president was bathing in the air.
Oh, are you really going to
No, I'm not going to talk about it. Right. I want to draw your attention to something that they have just spent over 1.2 billion US dollars on aircraft retooling and what is the presidential jet buying. And that presidential jet they are aiming to buy also got a place where you can bath in the air. So John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, will also be bathing in the air.
Be bathing there.
That is it. Now, if you say that the MPP left power with nothing, I want to draw her attention to something very important. You see, her statement wasn't a statement of facts. I do understand her lamentations, dancing around the topic and not stating clearly to the topic. See, the NDC left power in 2016 with the GDP growth of 3.4. You can make your checks. NPP left power and handed over the GDP growth to the same man who handed the GDP growth to the NPP. I think that was 5.7. 5.7. That is clear indicator that the country's economy was in the right direction when we handed over. You know why? Before one can stand and say that your country economy is doing very well, those indicators like GDP growth must be taken into consideration, and the employment rate. And so when John Dramani Mahama was even leaving office in 2016, they put a ban on public sector employment. That is one thing she's failing to talk about. Now, so to run the whole thing up, I want her to understand that the nurses has not been paid as she's claiming. They've just received only 1 month,
Yeah,
1 month pay
1 month
out of
pay.
out of 12 months. You understand? And 300 of them have not even received anything. That is the topic. She should not sound.
So what's the difference?
There's a big difference. I've worked for 12 months and you pay me just 1 month and you are telling me there's no difference. Please, I think you should help us so well so that we stay to the issue, so that we will carry every listener along. Because my dear and respected colleague here is deceiving the public with certain statements. See, enough of the lamentations. The DC enjoying Nana Idudanko Akufo-Addo's time, DCs were receiving 5,000 Ghana cedis. 5,000 Ghana cedis that NDC even complain about. Today they are receiving 35,000 Ghana cedis. You are not talking about that one. What work are they doing? Whether they are working, they are not working. Nurses are out there dancing and crying every day, but you have this amount of money to spend on your government appointees, and that is not a war.
Right. So what do you think government can do to make sure that we don't encounter such issues? Because once the nurses are off, the teachers will also follow. You'll be here, then others will also come in that they've completed school for so and so years and they haven't been employed. Looking at all these things is actually mind blowing, and it's very disturbing to
it is simple
to the citizens.
Do you think there's no money in this country for us to pay the nurses and teachers?
So you believe there's money, but they are just not. They've decided not to pay them.
They have made it to appear to the public that there is money. Because if you can go and spend 292 or 94 million on a sanitary pad, and which one sanitary pad, I keep saying this, is bought at 40 Ghana cedis, and you come to tell us that you can't pay nurses, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. If you can go and spend over 1.2 billion US dollars on aircraft retooling and buying of presidential jets, something you stood against, do you know what 1.2 billion US dollars can do for this country? Do you know how many nurses it can swallow and the employment can provide to the people of this country? And so the government have their priority. They know why they are spending huge on certain facts and certain things. You see, this government has promised us a lean government. But go to the president's office, count the presidential staffers, see the number of people that are sitting down there, they are not doing anything. And the amount of money they are receiving every day. I mean, this government that at the top, it appears their Selimba is bloated. So they are pushing a lot of money into these presidential staffers. That when you go to every region, you have the presidential staffers, you have people that are representing, or you have the regional minister, we have people representing the president in that region. That is unfortunate. So if they decide to cut down the salaries of DCs and other government appointees, I am telling you that they will pay the nurses. But do you know why they are failing to do that? They want to resource their party boys. They want everyone like our respected person, our respected colleague here, to swallow some. They promise to put money. Is it Yamusa or whatever? Said they are going to make sure some of their executives receive money. If you are one of the constituency executives or polling station executives in the NDC, you should be praying because your party has said to pay you. They are going to use the state money to pay you. And that is one thing you should go out there and tell your people that they are failing in advance. I wouldn't like us to go much on this one, but I want to you know why she was lamenting around the topic. She don't want to go direct and blame the government for it. You should have been kind enough to the Ghanaian people and tell them and blame the Minister of Health for promising and lying to the people that he has paid them when he has not even paid them. You should have done that as a good communicator, a humanitarian communicator, which you already submitted and claimed of. You should have done that, but you dodged it. They said that the valuable point, she was dodging it because she doesn't want to stay with it. Communication has not become so hard for these NDC people. They have not seen anything. This is just the first year. Very soon they will not appear here again.
So what should government do at this point?
They should reduce the monies they are investing into presidential staffers, the government appointees, and also try to cut down cut down some monies like the sanitary part, the retooling the retooling of the aircraft, the presidential jets and all that. They can cut some of these monies.
But don't you think that is equally a priority too?
To who? Presidential jet, 2 presidential jets for what? Buffing in the air they condemn, the buffing they condemn. This year receiving 35,000 should be a thing of worry. Meanwhile, they give them common fund, get fund and other things to develop the constituencies. How many DCs are even developing their constituencies? How many of them? DCs are just seated there. They are just there. They don't do anything. The big push. Go to some of the constituencies and see if the big push is going on. Nothing is going on. Sada, we saw how they massage things around Sada, and Mama left power with that huge amount of money. Corruption is what is killing this government.
Yeah,
if they put away corruption, I'm telling you, they would get money to pay nurses. They can't tell us they don't have money. They should pay nurses.
Okay. Miss Mabel,
My lady.
do you have anything to
Yeah, of
At least
course.
should be 2 seconds. She has spoken enough.
Can you imagine now they are giving us time? You see, I think these MPP people, they are confused.
Oh.
See,
I don't think
the
it's
same
so-
people, no, they are confused. If somebody is confused, somebody is confused. You see, the same people telling us. Do you remember when these people were, after the chopper went off, these people were complaining that why is it that John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is using his brother's jet? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They made a lot of noise on the floor of Parliament, telling us that why is it that the president is using his brother's jet, and it's what? It's a disgrace. Mm-hmm. He's disgracing Ghanaians. He's disgracing us, and a whole lot of noise, and was telling us point blank that we should go for. They opted for that. They started that kind of conversation. If he doesn't know, I'm telling him today there's something called Parliament TV. Every individual, every young person, it's always there listening to them. You see, you have the possibility to watch them. So my brother, if you are always busy, you please kindly, when you are, before you sleep, just go there and just go and see whatever that happened. If you don't know, your own people were pushing for the buying of a new jet for the country, because the old one was having a lot of faults, and you people were claiming that because it wasn't safe. You people were bashing Ablakwa, that the Honorable Ablakwa, that it wasn't safe. That is why your president was renting the huge amount of expensive luxury jets. You see, today you are telling us that President Mahama will also bath in the air. If President Mahama bath in the air, it's for the state.
Right.
Okay. It's for the, what is the difference? Something that is for the state and you bath in it, you are working, you bath in it. It's better than going to rent a luxurious one that we are suffering. You come and tell us that in French, that one I cannot remember, but you come and show them chop it. You can't pay the day, maybe it's an law or something. You see, you come and tell us that we should show them chop it. You can't and pay the day, we should keep quiet. Like, has he forgot what is his name? What's your name?
Emmanuel Chambers.
Emmanuel, no, God is with us.
God is
and
with
you are
us.
Doing this.
So don't worry.
You see,
let's move
you
on.
tell your president came to tell us that he can't pay the day. We shouldn't make noise. The money will vanish if we make noise. But now of the day, he was bathing in the luxurious jet. So if your own people are pushing the administration of government that they should go and buy jet, and now they are making provisions to buy it, you are also now coming back to complain. Hey,
okay.
If we sleep, we say hey. If you sit, we say hey. No, be an opposition with a good critical opposition. Be a strong opposition, like the way we did with you people. Back boot for boot. But this kind of fallacies opposition there.
Right. Be a
kaba and boot opposition there. No.
Be a stronger opposition.
Yes, when we wear kaba and slit, we put on 9 sandal slippers or something under. We don't wear kaba and slit and kambu. We don't do that.
Right.
So be in the good boots.
Let's move on to our next topic.
Mm-hmm.
Energy Ministry defends 9% tariff increase, compares it to minorities 27% hike. So the Energy Ministry has defended the recent 9% increase in electricity tariffs, saying it is modest and necessary to keep the power sector running. The ministry argues that the adjustment is far lower than the 27% tariff hike approved under the previous minority administration, which says place a heavier burden on consumers. So according to the ministry, the current increase was approved by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission after considering inflation, exchange rate pressures, and the need to maintain reliable power supply. Officials insist the adjustment is meant to support investment in power generation and distribution, not a punishment to consumers. So the ministry also rejected claims by the minority that the hike is unjustified, saying the opposition is being selective with the fact. It maintains that without periodic tariff reviews, power companies will struggle financially, leading to outages and service deterioration. So this is coming from the Energy Ministry, and they are defending the 9% hike in tariff they've just introduced, and they are comparing it to the 27 hike that the minority brought on board. That in as much as people were going through hardship and they were finding it difficult to pay tariff, including electricity and then water, they still brought it. So if they are bringing 9%, why are they complaining? It's not a punishment, but it's just to keep our energy sector running. So this is coming from your people, and your people are also defending it. So say, I said, okay, say revenge. You brought it 7 and you brought 9%, and then you are complaining. Why are you complaining? So the Energy Ministry came out to compare that. Do you think at this point of economic hardship that tariff should even be increased to that percentage, in as much as people are still finding it difficult to pay? Do you think it's justifiable?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to the Energy Minister, Honorable GhanaTalks. Yes, for his new PhD that he had recently. Congratulations to him. And I always say that the ministry is doing well, and I recommend that the good thing that they are doing. I don't know what they are doing best, but they are doing well, and we have to acknowledge it. So I always say that I do politics, but I always want to be in the practical way. But at the end of the day, I have my integrity.
Yeah, you have 5 minutes.
So you see, the MPP, as I said, they will always come out to kind of make noise, because they think that if they make noise, that is a fab. They've had about 130 press conferences already. So now we are used to it, you see. So I'm glad that the ministry came to defend, because when somebody makes statement against you, you don't come. Most of the time they don't say anything. But you see, they left the debt of 80 billion owned by the ECG. They left 17 billion US dollars owned to the independent power producers, that are IPPS. They were having a pure procurement. We all know the PDS saga. We all know about the practice of the shortage of fuel, liquid of fuel terminals. You see, we all know that when we had this kind of, when they left government, we all know that the country was going black, whilst the president came in quickly when he was sworn in, made Ghanaians understand that we'll be going off. We have to go to Nigeria to support us with. I hope I'm remembering you. So you see, today we had the same people that left this kind of. Go and ask Honorable Afenyo Markins when he was sent there after all the dubious things has been done, and when he was sent there to go and control the place. When he went there, I say, hey, they went there, hey, I cannot stand it, and he said no, they should hold on. You see, today the ECG, the payments, we heard that the bad procurement, we pay monies to a lot of campaign, a lot of accounts. Today all these things has been streamlined to the government coffers. You see, today you see that the lights are on, because no, we are not there yet. We're not there yet, but still, at least it's better. It's better than before. So if there's 9%, and as they are saying, you brought 27, what's that time crown? Musai ejaka mo insopo mutomboka. You sell water,
and you it is a muton so na muboka light adia enya wu na wo obidi ma na wo ton no so no for sikane keke na ye de gu on maye no then you have debt of 80 billion and 17 US dollars. Can you imagine? 17 billion US. You see, you people, sometimes when I sit down, I say, if you are coming on air, you should be apologizing for 4 good years to Ghanaians instead of this kind of theater tricks that you bring us. You see, so Ghanaians, we understand that there's a 9% increment that these people are making noise, but you see, 27% in their time, and they were spending our money. You see, but today we are look at the debt being kind of the debt restructuring. That's the gap we are paying you. It's our money that we are paying you with. When they read the budget, look at the way the money, the debt that the finance minister is paying. You see, so all these kind of provisions are being done for us as well. It's our own money that is using. So when you hear some people like Emmanuel coming on air to cry or to blackmail you emotionally, my dear, sit down, analyze things yourself. He was making reference of a lot of, and they left this country with the GDP whatsoever. Hey, me, I always say that if I wake up early in the morning, my way of living is the only best thing I can use to judge you. How my transportation, my dollar rate, because I'm a business lady, and also the way I buy food, precedent, everything, the day in day out things that we use, the way the prices go up on and off. He is not a businessman, you will not know. Today, if you go and buy something today, the next day you go, this has been increased. Today, go and see if it is 10 cedis, it's still stabilized. Right. That is what I will call it. Not the numbers, the decimals that you are mentioning.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Mabel. Mr. Chambers, would you say that when it comes to our energy sector, is that a result of inefficiency? And then you believe that if those inefficiencies are being sorted, there wouldn't be the need to increase tariff. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to ask. Yeah.
See, first of all, before I come into the topic, I want to.
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes.
I was even 5 minutes.
Yes.
I want to let her know that. She said I'm not a business person, but if you ask anyone who is close to me, will tell you.
You have 5 minutes.
Yes, I'll catch up. The person will tell you that
this guy is a lady.
Oh no!
Oh, he's a lady.
No!
Because I can see that he will.
No.
Complain.
No, I'm not complaining. You see, this is communication. So when you put something, we have to fetch it in. Yeah. So I don't even trade in only this country. I equally go out to buy things.
So you see, this people on business. Or no, catch say we have been giving money.
5 minutes.
They put the money is there.
You have 4 minutes left.
Our money is there.
Too much. You should allow me to.
Can you imagine when you were doing the that?
No, I will quietly. You see, in all.
It's okay.
Go down
Miss Mabel. Miss Mabel.
Me, I can go down with what he was doing. I'm telling you. So you shouldn't say that.
Okay.
You how many times have you come into my suggestion?
It's okay. Come in, please.
See. I understand her lamentations, her frustrations, but that notwithstanding, you must allow me to. The point is that you have already put out false, and you have quoted figures. I don't even know which, media you are using. I don't know whether it is AI that is generating the figures for you, or where are you getting the figures
why
from?
is it not in this
You see, if you look at 2015,
go to Google, Google,
Miss
Mabel. All the
I'm putting off your mic.
You give me time.
Even if he puts up, even if he puts,
we are not done with the show. We are not done. He was very quiet when you were making your submission.
I was even.
I think it will be fair if
for the first time.
You're telling me, but when he was,
so
he didn't tell
I told him. I told him.
You know the surprising thing. For the first time, I'm enjoying someone's lives without even interjection. You see, today, let me tell you that. He's not
in this country.
No, you have 3 minutes left.
Oh, why my brother?
No, you can't tell me I have 2 minutes. She doesn't allow me to talk.
So I'm telling her to be not to interject. So
it's simple. So you see, the figures she quoted out there, it's false, and nobody should believe what she has said. You see, when you go back to 2015, the energy sector debt was 2.4 billion US dollars. 2016, 2.5 billion US dollars. You understand? And when we were leaving power in 2024, it was 3 billion. Go there, check, use the right channels and check. That was what was captured. And you know why? That was because when we were leaving power, whether we like it or not, the external factors equally affect the country's economy, right? External factors like the global pandemic. We all know the COVID-19. The COVID-19, they said there wasn't COVID-19 in this country, but when NDC took power from us, they said they were recording COVID-19 and they were having cases of COVID-19 in this country, in Legon and other part of the country, right? That confirms that. The idea MPP was saying that the global pandemic was affecting this country's economy. It's indeed true. And so, even when they were leaving the country, when they were leaving power in 2016, where they never had or never gone through any challenge of global pandemic apart from food shortage in the country. We only heard of Ebola, and they were standing on Ebola and using Ebola to make excuses, and that was why the Ghanaian people came together and voted woefully against John Dramani Mahama in 2016. For the energy sector, when we talk about lies out, darkness, doom so, we can only attribute it to John Dramani Mahama. Some years ago, we never know the name of John Dramani Mahama. We only call him Donso President, if I'm right. And the first time when they gave birth to you, when you heard of darkness in this country, it was 2015 down to 2016, and that was when John Dramani Mahama was the president of this country. Go back and check the genesis of Doomsaw. That is even captured in the books now. See, the issue is clear. We had a very high dollar rate because of the global pandemic. So the 27% increment as compared to the Abochi dollar or the dollar rate we have now should have indicated to the NDC government that their 9% increment is high. You know what? You have already charged us 1 cedi per liter. We are already paying, we already, we are going through what we call Doomsaw levy. The D levy we are paying is taking care of our light. Yes. You are charging us too much to keep our lights on. Then people like our respected colleague here will come on air and start shouting that we left power, and when we were going, we left the country in darkness. Which darkness do we leave the power? When we left power, the lights were on. It's when NDC took power, the first 2 months or so, you could see that some part of the country was not receiving. Somewhere along the line, they will tell us the light is on, the light is off, and all that. So anyone who sits anywhere to say that we left this country in darkness is not true, and you have no evidence to prove that.
Right.
Now, let me submit this. Let me submit this. My time will be out. I will be up because I know why it is up.
It's up.
Look, NDC government promised the good people of this country to reset the country, and whatever they do today, they should not make any reference to the the NPP to the previous administration. When NPP took power in 2016, whatever we're doing, we're not making references to that inefficient kakistocracy governance we inherited from.
Right.
You understand? So my submission on this is that they should go ahead, reset the country. The charges at the energy sector is too high.
It's too high.
It's too high.
Yeah.
And they are only paying attention to the ministers and government appointees. They don't pay attention to the ordinary Ghanaian. We are crying. It's not affecting them, we know.
Okay.
But they must do something fast about it.
Okay. Right. Would you say it's due to inefficiency? That is how come we are seeing increase in tariff.
I've already explained a lot already. They increased theirs into 27%, right?
Yes.
And even though they increased it, the monies and a lot of things were left for Ghanaians to pay. And he's telling me that the figures I mentioned, I'm kind of surprised because then he doesn't follow current news, because the minister himself, Dr. John Ajinapo, came out to tell us the debt that we. Who doesn't know the debt? Like, even if you don't know, I'm telling you again. Honorable Afenyo Markins also knows that People left a lot of debt. That even when they let him to go and be in charge of that, go and see how things will go on.
Right.
He acknowledged the fact. So
So
why you, the communicator, does not even know? As of now, you don't know that people left the debt of 80 billion. Hey. Then you are not
80 billion what?
Then
you should
then you are not current.
Believe me, is your minister.
You should know.
So
I'm kind of surprised.
So looking at the debt that has been left, is
Yes.
it the responsibility of the consumers to pay for that debt or the government? Because
You
as
see,
it stands now,
Ghanaians is our money, Ghanaians. So right now the debt that they've left, the debt that the ones they borrowed, who and who are paying? It's not we the Ghanaians that we are supposed to pay. So are we saying that because of the debt, the ministry should be shut down? No, we have to make provisions. You yourself even came out that we have put in a tariff 1 cedi. Why did the 1 cedi came to Parliament for that kind of passage? It's not because of the debt.
The debt.
So you have charges already.
Anybody acknowledge the fact that there is a debt, and that one we are making sure that we will pay. The ones that you are saying right now is to help to help so that, and the ministry have come out to what? Explain that. So what is your problem right now? People, when we explain to you, for you to sit down and analyze what we are saying and understand problem. And you were telling me that this Dumso issue, I always say that Dumso has been something from the past. It's not John Dramani Mahama. People hired him to destroy his image. Today, are you still destroying or tarnishing his image? It has in fact, because Dumso, we all knew that Dumso when me I always say that we in Krano in Kufo era we had 6 to 6. You need to were you know in this country? You 6 to 6 now you're it's not because of a Dumso. And you put Dumso on John Dramani Mahama. My dear, Dumso was in something not yet today, but John Dramani Mahama makes sure that he will not come and be doing this kind of maintenance thing. So people for us to be wasting money like that. So he made it to himself that no, I will solve that kind of Dumso problem. So all the rotten ones that are in that's how come you got a marry power deal. Like my dear, he doesn't know anything or what.
Okay.
So is not in this country.
Right.
So today you're still saying Dumso. Was John Dramani Mahama made provisions of all that? Okay. The gas pipeline, the Ameri power deal, all this is you don't know.
Right.
My dear.
So let's look at our last topic briefly, then we'll call it a wrap. We are not going to keep too much time on that topic. So lack of strong values in Ghana's leadership and its effects on the country. So this is actually a comment from a retired captain, Prince Kofi Amwabeng, the founder of UT Bank, who says Ghana's development is being held back not by a lack of resources or ideas, but by a shortage of leaders with strong moral values. He urged that many of the country's challenges stem from the character and values of those in positions of leadership across politics, government, business, and public institutions. So according to him, key leadership qualities such as respect, honesty, transparency, selflessness, and a commitment to systems and process are often lacking among Ghana's leaders. He said people in leadership should respect others' time, decision-making systems, and institutional processes rather than prioritizing personal interests or short-term gains. He stressed that leadership is about making a positive impact on people's lives, and that when leaders lack core values, national development comes to a halt. So that is from Mr. Amwabeng. Do you agree with him that looking at our leaders of today, moral values in just we do things anyhow, and that is why developmental projects are not really going on in this country? It's not that Ghana lacks ideas or resources, but it's because of our leaders. They just do not have moral values. That's what he says.
I understand where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from because
Minister Ochancho there.
He's one. What's his name again?
Amwabeng. Yes, UT, the founder of UT Bank.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I understand where he's coming from because he personally, he has been through a lot. He has been through a lot. You know all about his financial stability and a whole lot. And maybe if things were as if not God being so good, like today maybe I don't know what will happen, because we had a lot of people that lost their lives throughout this kind of bank saga, that they were supposed to use 9 billion to solve it, that they used 30 billion to close down people's banks, that 30 billion can be pumped into it. Then it can solve problems. At the end of the day, collapse a lot of businesses in this country. That today people are in the house, and a lot of people has lost their lives. People's money was taken. Pensioners' money was also taken by the government. Whilst all these monies they took, that we even the get fund crime, we want to mean the Musako Boremo monies that are not supposed to be. We have the kind of COVID levies, news and taxes that we had in this country. At the end of the day, we didn't know whatever the money was used for, and we had people putting the chair into V8. We have people cutting e-levy for people. Whilst Ghanaians, we are crying. They are cutting the cake. They are doing KK party, and for us to see. You see, but today I understand where he's coming from, because at the end of the day he went through hell and he's still alive. And I pray that God should still give him the wisdom that he has. I said that he has been having a lot of conferences with young people who also want to come into business, financial aspects, and a lot. We want to know why. So you see, that's just by the way. So I pray that everything will be fine. But you see, this government, I always say that I'm always happy and glad as a young lady joining a good political party who stands for the honest, the truth, and transparency and accountability. You see, we have people working today. Look at this kind of leaders. Everybody is being involved today. This government is not only about NDC government. We have people coming into government because we want everybody to have a touch of feel. You say at the end of the day, I've given you the opportunity to also come and lead. You look at the media space. They brought them in to come and do their best on their field. They brought people that are not even NDC people, like Nanaya Jantoa, to come and also, because she has a talent. So she also come and work and bring her whatever. Because she has worked though. She was from Nadmos and then for so many years. So she has experience. We've brought people, if I want to mention a whole lot, it's because of the time. Right. We've brought a lot of people to come and be part of this government, so that the state will not be one party member state, like the way we've been all the time getting, you see. But we've brought a lot of people on board so that everybody can bring its mind, so that we can develop the state. So that you know that this is the answer I'm giving to you. Our government have made sure that we bring on board people to develop the state, and that's the most important thing to do. And today we are developing the state, because right today, if you watch our Pokasi to Insawam road, it's been constructed. That is what I want. If you look at the General Hospital, the budget has been ready. They're going to build it. Why they brought it down without any kind of payment measures. You see, you have the Agenda 111 that they said they didn't build. You see, they didn't do anything. Today, the Agenda 111 will be built by NDC government. You see, you have a lot of hospitals being, like the cheap compounds, the hospital that's Amasaman Hospital will be renovated by the NDC. Well, there are a lot of schools that today look at the free SHS. Okay. So you see, the development here, we are the top notch.
Okay. Mr. Chambers, what specific moral values do you think that we need in our leaders right here in this country?
Thank you so much. I think I wouldn't love to go in that tangent where my respected colleague has gone. This is a very important topic that we need to look at it carefully. Irrespective of your political clarification, you have to see to it that the country goes on very well. Whether you are MPP, CPP, we need to make sure that we put this country in the right way we want it to be. See, the problem we have in this country, and not just in Ghana alone, but in Africa, is true leadership. We have everything. God has blessed us with everything. But what God has not blessed Africa, in fact, Ghana,
honest leaders,
is true leadership.
True leadership.
I don't want to build this on any political party. That is why I began by saying that irrespective of your political clarification, you see, we have to make sure that we put our leaders to that standard that they would have to prioritize the interest of the Ghanaian children. When we vote or elect someone into a position, their major interests is what they carry home to feed their families.
Personal interest.
They all believe in their personal interest. They don't believe whatever the ordinary Ghanaian or an ordinary member on the street goes through. And that is what we should be worried. You see, politics is supposed to be about the welfare of the people you are leading. And once you decide to make politics about your own welfare and not the people who have elected you, that is unfortunate. And so Ghana, we've been blessed with everything. But what we are not blessed, what is the true leadership? Now, when we come to talk about the ethical values, and then sustainable and self-respect, we understand that most of our politicians who have in this country, they do not respect themselves. And so whether they engage themselves in corruption or whatever, they don't care. That is why accountability is now a high, and accountability, every politician, most of them are running away from accountability. We live in this country, MPP, NDC, we see that most times people are arrested when there's a change of government, arrest this person is involved in this scandal and all sort of things. We cannot, the two of us say she's an MP, she's an NDC, I'm an MPP. We cannot sit here and submit and deceive the audience that our political parties are not involved in this corruption. Our political party, if we sit here and want to mention maybe some of the scandals against MPP, NDC, I tell you, we could go on and on and on. But me, if I've never stolen anything, I will never take part in defending someone who has stolen something. I will never do that. Now, this is so important, we have to pay attention to it. The Ghanaian or the ordinary Ghanaian out there putting up the statement means that it is a huge call to the government to wake up. We have seen the interest of every political party, especially the NDC political party. I try so much not to mention NDC, but I have to, because these people believe in one thing, and that is their own members. They believe in one thing, and that is their own pocket. Do you know what foreigners comes into this country to do? They come, take our resources, buy them at low cost, go transform those resources into finishable goods, bring them back for us to buy it in high prices. Yes, time is really not on our side, but I must say that it is indeed a worrisome, a thing that we all have to fight against collectively. Our politicians are taking us for granted. But the current government we have, I don't know what is going on.
Kindly proceed with your last words, please.
My last words?
Yes, please.
Still on the topic?
No. We are done.
Okay. Let me seize this opportunity to say good morning to the good people of Zabzugo constituency, especially in the family of MPP. They've been so much into the fact that the youth is coming up and some of us are struggling to be somewhere. And also there are sometimes when I come on here, they say, oh, you are doing well. You see, you don't actually communicate for MPP, but also you communicate for the ordinary Ghanaian on the state. So I say a big thanks to them. I also want to use this opportunity to tell the good people of Bandai to sit up and reason beyond deceive, so that they can vote massively for their only light candidate, Honorable Maito Nyindam, and not to be deceived by any state power, and not to believe any miscarriage judgment from any judge, a judge that after giving the verdict decided to vanish away from the court. They should not pay attention to them. They should make sure they remain resolute. They should remain quiet and embrace peace, because we understand that the NDC is coming with full violence, which we don't want. Our party is not born out of revolution, so we don't want it that way. So I will plead and beg them to, remain calm and vote massively for Maito Nyindam. Let me finally extend my greetings to the honorable member for Williamson constituency, Honorable Stanley Yaunandaya. He has this gala he's going to organize in this month, in December, for his constituency. So if this is organized, we beg and plead that all the players and those who can really take part, they should avail themselves and make sure they come out to support. It's a nice initiative, and it's a nice fund they are going to have. So we encourage in Williamson and beyond to come out and support and see or watch what is going to transpire. So we say a very big thanks. And on behalf of the youth, we are happy for what Honorable Stanley Nandaya is doing for the people of Windansea. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chambers. Miss Maple.
I want to say a very big thank you to my viewers on Facebook. Without them, I don't know who I am today. And also, I want to thank all the party leadership from Honorable Johnson and Sedin Ketia down to every branch member in this country, the NDC, and the good people of Ghana. And also, our regional organizer lost his mom, and he went on Honorable Anthony Nupenu. He lost his mom, and the 1 week was just Sunday ago or something. And I couldn't go personally, but I pray that God strengthen him, and also with the funeral day, we'll all go and support him fefe. And the message I can say, Nyakupon share BBR or support him, and Ghana Talks Radio. Nyamin shram, so my opportunity not always. I always say that we are not perfect, but the opportunity that we get, that we come here to also show our minds. So we thank you, and we pray that God to strengthen and also support any support that you need. Anybody that wants to support, I call upon the government, the communication ministry. I call on any individual who wants to support this because the kind of young talented people here. I always say that people should come and support, and the way I also share for people to listen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are doing well in our. So I don't want to say a lot, but Cynthia Gaze of Chobo Constituency Secretary, thank you very much for all your support in my life, and also all my friends. Youth organizer, the YA director of Ghana West, Honorable Georgia Sari. He's one of my friends that I always say that sometimes. I don't want to say it here. I always forget to mention him. And thank you very much, Georgia Sari, wherever you are this morning. And thank you to say Obia mi do Obia say. And my dear, nice meeting you. Look at the way he's looking at me.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, the way he's looking at me.
Last words are
the way he's looking at me.
Everyone will be mentioned.
Oh yeah, so I'm mentioning everyone. Yeah. Like, oh, so hey, the president, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajiman, the vice president of the country, the state, making women proud. You understand? So I'll talk to the name. Who is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia? Who should I mention? Who is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia?
Yo, all right. Thank you so much. That was such an interesting conversation we had right here on the second segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Thank you to our guests. Thank you so much for making the time with us. Thank you to our lovely audience. We'll meet same time tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a